I'll take your word for it, Saggy. Sure you didn't. I believe you. I ripped it off too. But don't tell anyone, please. Mind of Andy, hello. Sophia, Michael. How you doing, fam? I just thought I'd do a random Babble box on a Thursday because I want to party on Saturdays. That's why. Are you good? Who caught the stream yesterday called Stranger Things? Just trying to dust off the cobwebs. I'm getting there. Black Stepdad, nice to see you, bro. What's up, Hive? Haven't been on a while. Hope all is well, brother. Yeah, it's good, mate. It's good. Just learning how to get a show off the ground again. It's, you know, you get a bit rusty. But, you know. So, yeah, who fancies jumping on a call tonight and chatting whatever you want to talk about, basically? Pinned on Places, nice to see you. You should be a mod now, by the way, I think. How's your channel going? Pinned on Places has sort of travel review channel or something. It's quite interesting. It's quite novel. You should check it out. Yo, I'm back. Fam, so what sort of week you having? You having a good one? Those who tuned in last night will know that I've mainly been on a Netflix binge, even though that's not what I normally do. But, you know, from time to time, you got to do it. Sophia's back. Nice to see you, Sophia. Good to see you again. Absolutely. Well, we had a good time last night, didn't we? I think it was pretty much just me, you, and Michael at the end of the show, but we got deep, man. We got fucking deep, and I want to get deep again. I'm hoping some of the stuff I was talking about, the misconception and a belief in personal agency and free will being connected to the pathology or complex of hatred or hate, you know what I mean, or judgment of others. We need to completely reconceive ourselves, and I want to start having deep conversations about that sort of stuff. We're more like an event unfolding I was laying out yesterday, like a deterministic algorithm. I think as soon as you realize that, then it's like I don't know, man, pulling the rug from under the ego or something. It seems that ego is based on that misconception, and I've realized it. That's how I was able to conquer depression and other shit and anger and all that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? So, and I know all that stuff causes a lot of people pain, and so that's why I want to talk about it. I want everyone to get self-actualized, man, basically. I Heart Fairies, it's been too long. It's nice to see you. Lurk mode, outside listening, headphones. Well, I do hope you, I Heart Fairies, would you ever get back on and do that poem or that recital you were talking about doing? Would you? Please. We all want to hear it. We really do. So, fam, how you doing? What sort of week you having? Do you know what I want to get into tonight? So if you're up for jumping on, I don't normally give a topic or whatever, but my feeling is you can talk about whatever you want. You know the format. It's like 10 minutes in a phone box that explodes and then you die. You can talk about whatever you want, but the place that I want to put the emphasis is sticking points to getting over depression, getting over anger, getting over whatever it is, you know what I mean? Drink, addiction, whatever. That's what I want to get into. Sticking points, saggy paw. Sticking points to getting on Babblebox, saggy paw, you know what I mean? Or doing lives, whatever it is. And yeah, I want to get into it because it's all in the mind. It really is all in the mind. And I still have my moments, man. Do you know what I mean? I really do. What are you saying? Saggy paw, I watched last night's stream, B, but I didn't have much time, so I stuck it on times 2 speed. It was fucking surreal. Well, I'm fast anyway, Saggy, you know what I mean? I'm quick anyway, so yeah, if I can't even imagine what I sound like times 2. Fucking hell. On twice as much cocaine, is that what I sound like? I'm not on cocaine, I just sound like it, I swear. Black Stepdad, for my spiritual journey, I had to learn to let go and let God's will be done, and that is the key. That is the trick. That's what Jesse's laying out, Jesse Lee Peterson. That's what I'm saying. That's the deal, brother. Yeah. If the universe is unfolding as it will, and it's deterministic, and which it is, because there's cause and effect, right? Every thought or so-called decision you think you make has a cause. And if that's true, then you're far more like the deterministic algorithm. You will unfold the way you unfold. And only by grace can you come to unfold in a more beneficial way. Although the truth is, everyone unfolds in a beneficial way, really, even if you're evil. You see, even if you're a mess, because it will benefit others. Your shit example, or whatever. But there's not a grain of sand out of place, and everything that happens is divine and perfect. It's just we need a complete shift in perception. You know what I'm saying? But I swear to God, man, this is where I'm going to start putting the onus, because we can still have fun, we can still talk shit, but yeah, man, that is the essential, that is the malady, especially in the West. You know what I mean? This sort of ego complex, conviction in personal agency or something, and a faulty conviction in free will, giving rise to hatred and judgment of others. That's the deal. Because if you make all your decisions and you're proud or take responsibility or credit for them, then you're going to judge everyone else for making all the wrong decisions, and you'll hate them for it. So yeah, but we can talk about whatever you want, man. What sort of things would you guys like to get into, honestly? What you saying? Is there anything pertinent to you in your life? And you know what? I'm all about getting over the hump, man. Getting empowered. You know what I'm saying? Getting empowered, getting out there, putting your voices out there. Let's start doing it, man. Let's start becoming warriors, motherfuckers. Come on. And you can use this platform to get over it. You know what I mean? Black Stepdad, you could call in. I've not put the link up yet, but I will in a little bit. So probably in about half an hour, I'll put the link up. We start having chats and stuff like that. Black Stepdad, I used to make women and people my God. Yeah. A lot of men do that. I'm always saying that, putting women on the pedestal that is meant for the absolute, yeah, or something, you know what I mean? Exactly, and there's no worse look for a man who worships his woman or women, and that doesn't mean that you don't look out for them, you know what I mean? But yeah, that pedestal is meant for one thing: truth. Or ultimate truth, or God, or something. I was a huge people pleaser, and when I was tired of suffering, I started asking questions. Well, that is the deal. Yeah, you got to be so fucking tired of hating and suffering and being depressed and feeling lost and confused that you've had enough, and you will give anything to get on your fucking knees and surrender your false self back to the fucking something better to steer you. You know what I'm saying? That's the deal. Let me just hang on, fam. Just checking a thing. Okay. Yo. So anyway, that's the deal, bro. I know it. Guaranteed. What you're doing this weekend? What do you want to talk about? What are you up to? Why is Babble Box on a Thursday? This is weird. hivelessb got to go out and boogie on Saturday. It just is the new rules. I've decided. Okay. What's the sound like? Are you guys getting music and stuff? Hopefully. Maybe it's a little loud, actually. Is that better? My bad. Yeah, man. What do you want to get into, fam? Talk to me. Come on. Give me some input. What am I like? I'm an automaton for entertainment, but you got to put the pennies in. You know what I mean? Put the pennies in. I'm pretty good at just talking shit for ages for no reason. But come on. I want some input. There it is. Nice balanced music chat. Good. Thank you, Sagaport. Love you. I will trust your ear rolls because they seem to be very good ear rolls. There they go. That's better. So yeah, if you're not familiar with the show format, what we do is I invite you into a phone booth like so, and you will have 10 minutes to talk to me about whatever the fuck you want to talk about, basically. You won't be on camera. You'll just be in a phone booth with all sorts of mad shit going on in the background, and then you explode. That's pretty much it. Pretty cool. Let me get the show link going, actually. Right. Let's see. So, yeah, yesterday I only called it Dragon Sage. Yay. Nice to see you, sir. You up for it? You up for jumping on in a little bit? I'm going to put the link up in the chat very soon. How's the music going, bruh? I've been working on the album. You know those, well, you and Saggy will understand this very well, but you know those weeks that you have where you're just procrastinating with some editing work because it's especially with guitar editing and stuff like that. I don't know, man. It's just really tedious. I just can't be bothered to do it, you know? Do you ever get like that? Where you just put it off and you keep finding better things to do, like watch Stranger Things on Netflix. Again, because you've already watched it all. Whoa. Chat's going a bit weird. Michael, what are you saying? You're doing fine, B. Don't tell the chat you're nude from the waist down. Well, I could always stand up and show you. It's quite impressive, fam. I'm only playing, but it is impressive. Ask my mom. She knows. Ask Michael's mom. She knows too. I wish. She's worth the plane ticket though. Oh, I don't know. I've never met Michael's mom. I've heard a lot about her though. She sounds like an awesome whamming. Anyway. So yeah, what's going on with the news, by the way? The UK, I know there's a sort of not that I want to talk about this, but there's a leadership fucking campaign, isn't there, for the government, for the Conservative Party at the moment, but I haven't even looked into it. UK news. There you go, fam. If you don't give me input, I'm going to read the news to you. Serves you right. That what we got in the news. Well, that's not news. What the fuck site is that? Rival camps in UK leadership race aim fire at Penny Mordaunt. Don't care. Whatever the fuck that means. It's all fake. It's all controlled opposition. You know that. Both parties are controlled. Exceptional heat possible early next week. Nice. Well, I'm looking a little sharper these days, so rather than just having a t-shirt tan, I might actually get my tits out for the lads. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what the... what's it called? The BBC is saying... Sunak leads pack in narrowing Tory leadership race. I mean, you know, if people not been paying attention, he's the guy that's just destroyed your fucking economy, morons. Rail workers to strike for another 2 days in August. Okay. NHS facing surge in demand as temperatures soar. Oh, it's the temperatures, is it? It's not all the immigration that we're bringing in from Ukraine and other immigration vectors, because we're trying to create a melting pot so as to weaken the fabric that binds a healthy society together. Wow, the truth. You just get hardcore truth here, fam. Doctor knifed surgeon after arson bid. Court told. Now, that sounds like a good story. Let's look at that. Doctor knifed fellow surgeon after arson bid courts told. A doctor tried to kill a fellow plastic surgeon by stabbing him in his home after the victim stopped his bid to set the house on fire. A jury has heard. Yo, is this some sort of mad insurance claim shit gone wrong? Nottingham Crown Court heard Jonathan Peter Brooks hated Graham Perks as he was a witness in disciplinary proceedings which had begun 3 days before the stabbing. The court heard Mr. Brooks broke in but abandoned the arson bid and stabbed Mr. Perks, who was disturbed by a noise. Oh, fuck. Mr. Brooks denies attempted murder. Jurors were told consultant surgeon Mr. Brooks dressed himself in camouflage gear before cycling to Mr. Perks' home, armed with a crowbar, cans of petrol, matches, and a kitchen knife on the 14th of January 2021. Dude. Prosecutors alleged that the 58-year-old who specialized in burns and plastics hated Mr. Perks and wanted him out of the way due to him being a witness in the disciplinary proceedings. Mr. Brooks forgive me fam, I'm now just too curious, I have to finish it. Mr. Brooks broke into the 66-year-old's home in Hallam, Nottinghamshire, through the conservatory, the court was told, before dousing the ground floor of the house in petrol. The court heard Mr. Perks made his way downstairs after being disturbed by a noise, which then led Mr. Brooks to abandon the arson attempt and stab him in the abdomen. In a police interview played to the court, Mr. Perks said he felt a blow to his body touched his abdomen, where he felt something poking out and realised he must have been stabbed. Shit. The court was told he was left with the incision about 8 centimeters under his ribcage. Fuck. Anyway, dude, I'll leave it there. But isn't that crazy? There you go. You don't need guns to have a good time, America. You don't need guns to have a good time. Right, what's the chat saying? Shit, it's got ahead of me. Well, that's more like it. Sagipore, I watched Strange Things, Umbrella Academy on an ultra binge. Oh, right, Umbrella Academy. Might have to check that out. Saggy, thank you. Thank you, sir. Saggy, Sunak, who fucked the economy, is hot fave to be PM. We're doomed. Yeah, totally agree, mate. Fucking ridiculous. Well, I know there's a lot of liberal voters, normal voters that sort of like Sunak. I don't know if it's part of the diversity fucking brainwashing or something, but you know. Real Knight, the science guy. Not Bill Knight, Real Knight. Nice to meet you. You mean... Right, I've got to assume that you've even been killed by now, or you're ruthless or some other sort of moron, right? Right. Let's see. Did someone kill that moron? I hope so. And nice to meet you. Sorry about that. Minor Vandy, I'm back. Sagipore Soil, Luke said, watching TV gives you heart attacks. Apparently not the Rona prick. Is that actually what they've said? Watching TV does it? Well, there is a reason why they're putting loads of ads out for kids suffering heart conditions now. Sports players dropping like flyers. It's so obvious, people. Come on, wake up. Hell 21 is in the house. Hello, Hell 21. Did you enjoy that? Good evening, knobheads. Well, good evening, Hell. It's very good to see you. Thank you, Mr. Poor. Hell 22. Oh no, look what's happened. Look what started. Hello, Helena. Evil twin sister. They haven't got me yet. Okay, well, I'm sure they will. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I haven't got a YouTube chat open. So, chat, there is a reason I give you spanners. You do realize that? That's the reason. Smash them in the face for me. Thank you when I'm busy reading the news. I love you. Any road. Right. Actually, Hell. Would you ever jump on a call? I'd fucking love to talk to you in the Babble box. But your shout. What time is it? 20. Right, I might put the link up early actually. See if there's any takers. Why not? Let's see. Where is it? trying to remember all this stuff again, fam. It's been a while. Right. So I got to open up YouTube. Dun, dun. Right, I think some... Why has he got a mod? Hang on a sec. Why has that motherfucker got a mod? Right. So I'm going to have to... Well, this will be interesting, won't it? But let's do this. Can mods not kill mods? Or are you guys just really fucking slow? Anyway, guys, smash like. Just saying, smash like. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to pin the message. So here you go. Talk to me live. I think that's it, fam. So there you go. I'm about to pin that message to the top of the chat box. Right. Hopefully that works. No, can't kill mode. Can't kill mods. Fuck. Can you delete their messages? Alright, well then that's got to be left up to me. There you go, one snuck in. So someone's been dormant. A sleeper cell. We had a sleeper cell, people. Funny. Oh no. Too bad. I wonder who that actually was. Shit, you know what? It would have been interesting to look retrospectively, see whose account turned into that. Huh. Oh well, too bad. In fact, what we got... Oh, really? Oh, Brandy is good. Brandy is fucking awesome. Love you, Brandy. She's so good. Ex-CIA. I keep telling you. I know who that was. I know who that was, motherfucker. Hey, Brandy, shall I tell the people who that was? What do you think? I don't think there's anything to lose from telling people who that was, right? LOP, nice to see you, sir. I'll join in a bit. No worries, mind of Vandy. What you saying, LOP? You are saying if there's a mod, only you can ban those, not other mods. Shit. Well, that's why. Damn, let one get in. I'm sure I've got a few others, but hey, Dragon Stage and Cry for Pompeii. Well, what's Cry for Pompeii? A film, wasn't it? Hot Research just said. Legend, Brandy. Alright, let's go and look. Oh, yeah. That was very quick, honey. That was very good of you. Who the fuck is that, then? Really? Well, that was the... Hey, should I say it? It doesn't really matter, does it? That was the old account, anti-disestablishmentarianism. That was the old account, anti-disestablishmentarianism. Changed their name. There you go. Thanks, Brandy. Love you. Spill the tea. Well, there's the tea. That's who it was. Just a moron that I modded for no reason, because I just did. Because I'm nice. Saggy knew who it was. Saggy's quick too. Very good. Very good. Tell us who it was. I think I know who it was. Well, that's who it was. The Vatican was burning. Really? Probably not. I'm going to have to assume that's a name for something. LOP, it's a song reference. Dragon said Rome is burning, made a reference to burning of Rome. Cry for Pompeii from Virgin Steel. Thank you. I'm autistic. I just take things literally. Anyway, right, so basically, let me just check. No one's come in yet. So yeah, if you want to get on the show, you can give me, whoever gets on first can give me the preference, whichever of the three Babblebox phone booth graphics that you'd prefer. That you've got the hooker on a street at night. You've got the red light district. There's a bit of a theme there. With all the chicks in the window. It's pretty hot and awesome. And then you've also got the beach. Volleyball on a beach. So you can take your pick. But yeah, like I said, I thought of floating the sort of topic of sticking points in your quest to become self-actualized. Sticking points in your quest to become self-actualized, that sort of thing. But honestly, you can talk about anything you want to. But the reason I thought that would be a good place to drill down on is because I think most people in these circles know what I mean when I say doublethink. You know, sort of 1984 lexicon describing the holding of two opposing views at the same time, simultaneously. Well, we all do that, actually, all the time. And those of us who consider ourselves a bit more in the know or truth-oriented or orientated don't like to think that we are also fall victim to doublethink. But so do I. You know, there are just... I'll give you a clue. Just for starting a live stream again, because it's been a while for me. You know, I was getting a little bit of butterflies starting off a show, and I'd got over all that shit before. And how's he back? Why can't I be part of your cult? Well, you can be, if you really want to be. But part of my cult is worshipping me. Okay? And accepting your fate from Jesus. That's one of the rules of the club. All right. Sorry about that. I'm terribly sorry. LOP, doublethink. I gotta read 1984 again. I think I read it back around 2006. Lol. Have they ever made a film? Oh yeah, they did, didn't they? Hey, I'd like to watch that, actually. I'd like to watch the film for sure. They did, didn't they? I'm pretty sure there's a film out there. Let me see. Hot research. Yeah, you did. I know, right? Well done. Right, what was I going to do? 1984 movie. 1984 movie. I was thinking of V for Vendetta or something. Did they ever? Apparently it is. Directed by Michael Radford with John Hurt. Oh, right, yeah. Richard Burton, Susanna Hamilton. Brilliant. And then someone else is asking, is it on Netflix? Which I actually want to know. It isn't currently available on streaming Netflix. Fuck you. Anyway, Jesus, that's right. Nobody ought to anger Jesus, or you will feel the full wrath of my dad. Isn't that right, Dad? Yes, my boy. I will banish them and curse them. Only joking. But I won't give them anything nice for Christmas. Because apparently I sound like Santa Claus when I do my God voice, according to Brandy, which is a funny observation that Brandy made. Dragon Sage, he's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. That's right, Dragon Sage. That is right. Well, no one caused more shit than Jesus, did they? He destroyed Judaism and created 2,000 years of war. You could argue, I'm only playing, but you know, you could argue. Brandy, ignore the private chat. Just drop in useful things. Love you. Thank you. I know. And I'm good. You could drop them there all you want, Brandy. It's not... I'm good. You know what I mean? But thanks. What we said, David Bruce is back. Hey, David Bruce. I'd like to chat to you again. Just saying. Mind of Andy's here again. Hey, Mind of Andy, you coming over to a Brandy stream? I know I have failed to make any of them myself because it hasn't coincided with my partying plans. But will you make one soon? Are you planning to? I want to get my ass over there. I think they're even thinking of doing one Saturday, by the way. And I'm hoping maybe later Brandy's able to jump on a Babble box and lay it out or whatever. Advertise the very casual stream that isn't a show. It's just, you know, it's just talk shit and have a laugh. Hello everyone at the grocery store. Hopefully be in chat soon. Good. LOP, I'm watching Supernatural on Netflix. It's a USA Netflix. I didn't even know they did different ones per region or whatever. I suppose it's different rights for different countries, isn't it? So yeah. All right, another one. I do appreciate all the suggestions and things to check out there, by the way. Like with anything, man, it's like you can get benefit from anything. It's all about the watcher. It's all about the person who's you know, it's all about the interpretation. Like I said, my interpretation of Stranger Things, I read it very much on a metaphorical level. I like the metaphor for me, it's a metaphor about the psyche in general. It's sort of Jungian perspective. I really like that, and the exploration of the upside down and that sort of you know, conquering your own demons. And there's a lot, I don't know, I just love, but it's exciting, it's brilliantly made and all the rest of it. Anytime. Well, good, David Bruce. Yeah, well, we had connection issues last time, didn't we? But we got to do it again. In fact, mate, yeah, like I said, the thing I was hoping to talk about was maybe self-actualization in general, enlightenment, whatever, sticking points on the road to getting over our faulty beliefs and limiting beliefs and things like that, you know what I mean? It's all about limiting beliefs, man. We are fucking magic, you know that? The human mind is fucking awesome. I shit you not, there are doorways to the collective consciousness, right? I think artists intuitively know that. You know, when you get into a flow state or whatever, there are ways of keying in using the mind, but you've got to get the mind on side rather than letting it project a false reality or a prison for you to be trapped in. And that prison will consist of essentially a false apprehension of yourself as the body-mind complex, the ego, the projection, the doer of things, the decider of things, all that, right? The judger of others. Mind of Andy, yeah, I was sleeping last one, she did, but yeah, I will. Awesome. We'll hopefully see you there then. Maybe Saturday. Well, some shows are only available on USA Netflix, but you can get VPN if you live outside Canada or USA. I'd like to get a VPN. I've just never got into all that sort of stuff, but yeah, I ought to do it. David Bruce, it is programming how you think. Well, like I said, it's all about your interpretation, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? The world is programming you how to think, brother. By that logic, you'd never meet any person that is not yet fully enlightened, because they're all programming you how to think. So it really is more about your interpretation. I know all about Spielberg, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? I know all about the occult. I know all about the occult programming and all that side of things being slipped in. But necessarily, you know, there is something, say whatever you want to say about Spielberg per se, he does have still a natural instinct in knowing how to put together. He understands the hero arc, the true hero arc, you know what I mean? It's never as clear cut as sort of good versus evil, or good wins, evil loses, you know? There are nuances, and he's a great dude to tell a tale, you know what I mean? But that aside, yeah, man, it's about character development and them becoming more than they were, and how deep they have to dig, and having a cause that's bigger than them. You know, it's sort of an exploration of that fundamentally, and them having to get over their obstacles and fears in order to achieve greatness, you know, unlock their power, sort of thing. And it's a great exploration for that whole series, you know, that's all I'm saying. Did you add my sticker? Yeah, I sent, oh, bollocks, no. Thank you, Mind of Annie. No, I didn't, you know, forgive me. All it is I haven't even removed She Who Shall Not Be Named sticker. So, you see what I mean? So, I just wanted to do a Babble box, and it was just going to be extra work to do all that stuff, but I will, and I want to, you know what I mean? So I will get around to doing it, I promise you, absolutely. It's there, ready to go, but I'd have to print all of them again, and it'll take me a little bit of time, and I'm super busy at the moment trying to get my career, the career side of things going, you know what I mean? think about what I'm going to be doing. LOP, yeah, Stranger Things is so good. Fourth season was the best thing that came out this year for sure. I agree. That fourth season is fucking awesome. My brother and sister, I'm not doing any spoilers, fam, don't worry, but my brother and sister were telling me before I watched it, it's like gone into the realm of legitimate horror for the fourth season. It's flawless, basically. Well, I wouldn't say flawless, but it's fucking solid, yeah. And the best one so far, best season. David Bruce, the television and radio, for that matter, was designed with remote hypnosis as part of its goal. I agree with you, brother. I do agree with you. It's amazing, like, when you start to realize the levels of things you've picked up from others that essentially shape your world and thoughts and ideas. Every phrase that we use, the intonation, the song of the way we speak, you know what I mean? The song behind it, everything, it's all... Have you ever noticed this? People from various regions, depending on the sort of... I don't know how to put it, like the patter, the sort of local patter, patterns of speech, you know what I mean? Some regions are more limiting in terms of what's available for expression than others. I mean, typically the Birmingham accent, that's where I'm from, is kind of limiting. Like, it sounds a bit moany, and you always go up at the end of sentences. And no, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. But basically, if you just stayed as a Brummie and just stuck with the local fucking dialect, then you'd just be moaning all the time. You know what I mean? Just be moaning about everything because, I don't know, blah blah blah. So I had to break away from that. I borrowed from many other, I started listening to others that are a bit more expressive and picked up all sorts of other turns of phrase, different songs behind the sort of speech. I think you know what I'm sort of getting at. And I'm a better communicator for it, yeah. So, brother, yeah, of course, man. All of the sort of idioms, choice phrases, cultural references, cultural... whatever, it all influences how we think. Absolutely has been done. Dave Bruce, how do you avoid being hypnotized? Don't visit a hypnotist. Well, could I play devil's advocate? Because of course the metaphor is that the hypnotist is Netflix, right? And I agree, Netflix can go and fuck themselves, right? I know that. But the world is hypnotizing you, David Bruce. The whole world is the ultimate hypnosis. It's all an illusion. Do you still believe yourself as David Bruce in a physical world? You probably don't too much, actually, David Bruce. You're at least probably there very much in theory, and I just don't know to what extent, right? But the whole world is hypnotizing you. Yeah, the world of appearance is hypnotizing you to believe in a world that feels like it exists from its own side and is not a mere illusion or a simulation or something, yeah? So I would argue, don't visit the hypnotist. How about you get to understand the practices of the hypnotist, so that you're immune to that hypnosis? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I think the shift has to happen in you, and then you don't have to run away from hypnotists anymore. You could get benefit from all sorts of places. You know what I mean? I can get benefit watching Stranger Things. I'm watching it through an enlightened lens, brother. You know what I mean? I am getting hypnotized thinking, oh, Klaus Schwab, I love you now. Oh, actually, I will get a jab. Oh, I like the occult, actually. It's kind of dark and edgy. I'm not thinking that. Jungian psychology, I'm all for dark, I'm all for edges, I'm all for getting the power back and integrating that stuff and becoming a fucking warrior for truth and light and love. You know what I'm saying? Mind of Andy, yeah, I know you didn't really have time, so I wanted to ask. I know you're going through shit or whatever. Yeah. Well, no worries, son. Yeah, I'm good, though. I'm good. Shit. Carrier waves, TV and radio. Yeah, look, sound vibrations, spelling, of course, man. Fucking hell. Look, it's how they do control the minds of the masses, yeah? But I do think us sort of people are... there are people that are harder to hypnotize than others. I'm not saying I'm completely... beyond it, but I'll say this to you though. Hey, actually, David Bruce, on that, really interesting subject, isn't it? Because you know what I do. I mean, look, I've literally got a fractal on a TV screen, like look into the eyes, not around the eyes, and then I'm putting thoughts in your head in a way, right? I'm sort of playing the role of a hypnotist in a way, right? I am aware of what I'm doing. I'm aware that, but see, everything is a sort of spell. Everything is a hypnosis, you know what I mean? There are spells to break other spells, and I'm hoping that I'm putting out the sort of spells that will break other spells, my man, right? I'm trying to shatter the world that's been made up by your imbuing with belief and a conviction that it exists, that it's real, that it's tangible. I'm trying to shatter that illusion by putting out a new narrative, actually. So... And actually, to be an effective communicator, you've almost got to be, you've got to almost understand neuro-linguistic programming or charm or whatever, right? Now, I'm doing it all very intuitively. It's just become part of my personality. It's like unconscious competence at this point, in a sense, if I do say so myself. But it's not to say hypnosis bad. That's all I'm saying, right? It's not to say hypnosis bad. Dave Bruce, there. They are transmitted to you that you receive on a subconscious level only, patterns, symbols. Yeah. Well, hopefully I sort of answered that in the way I just said it. I hypnotized a woman 13 years ago. She's still my girlfriend. It works. Awesome. Awesome. Well, be careful who you hypnotize, Saggy. That's all I'll say. Be careful who you hypnotize. I'm sure she's lovely. I'm sure she's lovely. Video games, definitely hypnotizing. It all is. It all is. It's about where you put your belief and conviction, you know what I mean? I can enjoy a computer game and know it's not real, but most people can't enjoy life and know that it's not real. You see what I'm saying? Nobody wants to hear that one. I don't know what that is, Michael. Oh, the video games thing. Oh, right. Well, they are, man. David Bruce, I believe that the physical world is real. Do you? Well, I can tell you... Okay, let's see where this goes, because there's a sense within which it is real, but not in the way most people would say. I know the illusion draped over the physical reality is a strong woven cloth. No, there's two ways it's not real, brother, and you have to get Eastern Buddhistic. You have to look into, the nature of inherent existence, the lack of inherent existence of physically appearing objects. What am I saying? All right, so you have the veil created by society, let's say, the cult programming that's like a veil draped over the so-called physical. But actually, let's go a stage further and look at the physical world. It is only by virtue of it appearing to an observer that there can be said to be such a world. Okay? So that means that aside from the observer and whatever it brings to the equation, there is no physical world. There can be no physical world outside of its observation. It's really, really fundamental, this bit. So you suddenly realize that all there is the observer and the screen of the mind. And so you have to understand, so you have to get curious about what is the observer and its qualities, and what is mind and how does it function. You start to realize that the world is essentially far closer to like a simulation of made up of ones and zeros existing on a hard drive somewhere. And I don't mean somewhere, it'll be nowhere. But the point is, it no doubt spontaneously arising out of consciousness, if this is the original simulation, if you know what I mean. But the point is, there's no physical world. In fact, form is an illusion existing only in the mind. That's all you need to know. Form is an illusion existing only in the mind, only as an effect in the mind. What's the observer of mind? What's the observer of mind? There's no physical world. Just because, think about Grand Theft Auto, think about your favorite computer game. Just because there is, consistency between the location and position of objects within an environment. I've just described your favorite computer game, if you didn't notice. Just because there's a consistency between the location and placement of physical objects within an environment, in other words, a sort of memory functioning of sorts, doesn't mean it's solid, real. Doesn't mean there's such a thing as a tree. There's the appearance of a tree, existing only in the mind and to the observer, by virtue of the observer. So, you know, that's the thing. You know what I mean? Here you go. You hypnotized a woman 13 years ago. She's still my girlfriend. It works, says Sagipur, and everyone here is okay with this. Please, my name is Andrew Dar. I live in Orlando, Florida. Funny. Very funny. Well, you know, the worst man won, didn't they? Let's just say that. Got off scot-free. Thank fuck for that. So, fam, you know what I'm saying? Someone kill that dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. Alaska Skywatcher, listening while painting a house. What color? Blood red? What color? Dave Bruce, have you ever worked in sales? Oh, no, because I have a heart and a conscience, mate. But yeah, I mean, through communication, we're selling things to each other all the time, aren't we? We're either selling a bland reality to one another. Most people sell a bland, boring reality to one another, yeah. Or you're selling, something better, basically, yeah. I mean, because I've been through depression and all that sort of stuff, I understand the value of the sorts of things that I picked up that I was able to conquer it using, you know what I mean? The sorts of realization shifts that I had to have in order to get there, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Real nice science guy, may your arse be ridden with cancer. I agree with that sentiment, but with love. May you die of cancer, but with love, allegedly. I'm joking, playing. But really. Hey, Dad! You don't buy what, brother? Which bit don't you buy? Specifically, which bit don't you buy? Which bit? Have you ever assembled an engine? No. I was interested in steam-powered engines once upon a time as a kid. I was really interested in that sort of stuff, but please elaborate. Tri-Tories lol. Oh, Tritones lol. I'm vibrant. Love diving into philosophy and psychology. Yeah, well, that's where the action's at, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's absolutely where the action's at. B, I have a question for you. Are we able to show what we look like while on the call or no? Not on this particular show, Mind of Andy. Sorry, but I'm sure you look amazing. But yeah, not on this particular show. I'm sorry. Unless there's a particular reason. Why have you got a mohawk? You got a Mohican? What is it? What you had done? Anyway, David Bruce, come back at me, bro. I don't buy what? Which bit? Which bit? What time is it now? 50. All right. I'll wait for David Bruce to see if he responds to me. Hang on. Here he is. What's he saying? God has carried me so far so long. God has carried me for so long. I only accepted his existence just before my world fell apart. Have you realized there's no you but only God, if you want to put it that way? I know some people wouldn't like that couching, but it's kind of right in the sense that everything is non-dual. There is no duality. Duality is an illusion, and all there is the absolute, right? So in other words, the very first dimension is the absolute, the whole, the complete, right? Consciousness itself, or whatever you want to call it, or God, or heaven itself, you could call it. But have you realized you don't exist and all there is heaven? And the drawing of the mural on the wall of heaven called the world. It's just a drawing, kind of. Right? You know, and all is fair in love and war. Let's put it that way. All is fair in love and war, brother. There are positive spells and dark spells. And unfortunately, when you've created a world of, like you were saying, a sort of veil over the veil, because it's a veil on top of a veil, because the physical world as is doesn't exist either. But the veil on top of the veil is obviously a spell cast by words and labels and names and meanings and ideas, right? So there you go. But, you know, weirdly, you need words to kill words, or narratives to kill narratives. It's kind of weird. Or not. We can have the discussion. Here, listening still. Nice to see you. But frightened to chat because Saggy is savage this evening. Well, good. Thank you, Saggy. I love you. Respect. David Bruce, I don't buy that the physical world is only an illusion. Do you buy that Grand Theft Auto is only an illusion? Do you buy that Grand Theft Auto is only an illusion, as in the computer game? Right? Tell me that. Is Grand Theft Auto an illusion? Give me an answer on that. And then we'll go further. Long live David Bruce. Oh, long live David Bruce. I thought that was a request, LP. He wanted me to go for a few hours. Hi, David, Alaska, Mind of Andy, Dragon Associates. Not Savage Shaggy. Oh, yes, Savage Shaggy. Thank you. Someone told me, LP, someone told me that I might be God's split personality, lol. I don't think it's far from that, you know, in a way, to be honest. I don't think it's far from that at all. Savage Paw, exactly. Mind of Andy, I made a wig. I wanted to show you. Well, all right, fine. For you, fine. Well, I'll tell you what, Mind of Andy, bear with me, because I might have a cigarette first. But yeah, as soon as I get back, then fine. For you, you can show off your wig. Why not? LOP, Hell21, I like Savage, and you being named Hell, why would you not like it? Good point, LOP. Grand Theft Auto is real. All right then, sorry, don't want to offend anyone. Dragon Stage, I just caught a baby bat. It was on my porch steps. Funnily enough, when I was coming back from getting tobacco then, going through Moseley Bog, which is one of the places that inspired Tolkien's books, by the way, I saw a bat, because it was sort of twilight. I saw a bat fly right in front of me. I thought he was going to fly into me, but anyway. That's right, Helena. Wow, that was quick. Wow. David Bruce, I believe that the physical realm exists and we have to experience this physical existence in order to comprehend things from an ethereal level. Well, I agree with all the latter part of that statement, brother, you know. I absolutely agree with the latter part of that statement. However, the world exists in much the same way as a simulation or a computer game, and you don't have to extend the metaphor particularly far. Physical is an effect had by mind through engaging with the input into the senses. It's a very elaborate illusion. It's fascinating, but it really, like, if I said to you there is no form, I can demonstrate it to you. Form is an illusion. I can demonstrate it to you from multiple aspects, you know. But let's just look at it this way. Did you know you need time in order to appreciate the three-dimensional qualities of any physical object, right? So without the passage of so-called time, you cannot appreciate the various aspects of an object, and therefore generate and conceive a sort of generic image of that object as it might exist from multiple aspects. There's no such object in reality. You've just seen various aspects in... Look, you are the moment itself, experiencing a sort of tapestry or a form of artwork, or like that gives rise to the illusion of form and time. There is no form and there is no time. I don't know if you got it there. It's subtle stuff, this, brother, but I'm telling you, there's no world of form. There's no world that looks like your conception of one out there. There's no world out there. If you are removed from the world, you know that whole, does the tree make a sound if no one's there to perceive it? No, because there is no tree and there is no sound. That's the real answer. I know other philosophers would disagree with me on that, but they can go and fuck themselves. That's the real answer. There is no tree and there is no sound without the act of observation. You are... Without you, there's no world, actually. All it is a mere appearance to mind. There's no world that exists out there like that. There's no dimensions. There are perhaps ones and zeros that describe dimensions made of consciousness itself. Right? A sort of living simulation that grew forth spontaneously out of consciousness, you know what I mean? The exploration of possibilities generating mind, universal mind, the hard drive upon which perhaps these ones and zeros exist, or perhaps universal memory exists, but it's an exploration of theoretical possibilities and equations, and it's fascinating. But in order for the spirit to transcend this world, it's not to still think the world exists over there and you're over here in heaven because you got over it. There's no world over there. There's no world out there. There is no world. There's no Grand Theft Auto world either. It's the same thing. I absolutely promise you, man. But it's really subtle stuff, and it takes fucking major shift to see it. But Buddhism, you know, the Eastern perspective, man. LOP, my real name means light. I am a fucking delight, really. Well, I can vouch for that. Hell is a delight. She is. Although I'm still slightly scared in case I ever got on her wrong side, but you know, that's a good thing. Everybody got to have a bit of an edge, you know what I'm saying. LOP, mind Vandy, you have colourful wig like Nicki Minaj, lol. Hoo hoo hoo. Dragon Sage, I'm going to free it in a tree, I suppose. Oh, the bear, yeah. Yay, Savage Port. Well, I suppose you have to let him out at night, right? Or twilight or something. Sophia, good. LOP, Hell 21, cool. Does the 21 bear some meaning? I'd have to assume it's when she made the account, but I don't actually know that. Another sock sub for B. Thank you, Savage Port. Thank you. David Bruce, I guess, yes, the video game is absolutely an illusion, but I don't play video games, so I can't relate. Yes, you do. It's called The World. It's a video game. I'm not saying it's a man-made one, but it might be. But it doesn't matter, really. It's essentially a simulation. There's no... Here's the kicker, though. Here's the magic bit. Become interested in the true qualities of the observer, and you will realize that all appearances are fundamentally one in essence with those same qualities. So if the observer is serene, blissful, deathless, fearless, perfect, pristine, you name it, right? So are all objects. So is pain. So is suffering. All an illusion. It's fascinating. All there is serenity. All there is the observer. All there is consciousness itself. All appearances are illusory. They don't exist from their own side. There is no world. There are no objects that exist from their own side. There's not one single object in existence. There's not one single fucking object in existence. Most people don't appreciate that, but it is true. It's a superior illusion. If the object doesn't exist all by itself without apprehension, an apprehending mind, then where's the object? You'd at least have to say it doesn't look anything like your conception of it. It might look like ones and zeros in a line of code that describe it. But even that line of code is illusory. You see? It's what consciousness does, man. Spontaneously created this place or this you know what I'm saying? But that is how it really is. In fact, and if you think about it, that's the only... That's a more perfect explanation as to how it all operates. Like, I'm sort of with you on most of the sort of stuff you're saying, you know, You couldn't have a physical world existing outside of the divine, outside of the perfect world. You see what I mean? It's a layer on top. It's a layer of abstraction on top. It's a first and second, or it's a sort of second and tertiary or third or whatever abstraction, third level of abstraction. All the subsequent dimensions explored theoretically by the absolute are abstractions. All there is the absolute. All there is whatever the qualities are of the observer. You can find them out. Formless, infinite, unique ability to perceive, blissful, serene, consciousness itself, deathless, problem-free, whatever you want to say about it, you know. Wants for nothing, needs nothing, heaven itself. Beautiful. That's our true nature. David Bruce, try playing GTA Vice City, good shit, playing it around 2005. Well, my favourite was Vinewood, and my favourite radio station was Vinewood Boulevard, although I did like Soulwax FM as well, because I like Soulwax. Dragon Sage, I have a dozen bars living in the... Bars living in the attic of my house. They come out every night. Oh, barn owls. Is that what you said? I don't know what you're saying. They come out every night and fly around my house. What? Oh, but bats. Okay, I got you. Bars. Okay. Flying chocolate bars. Mars bars. It's a Mars bar infestation. Shit. I'd like bars better. Exactly. I've gold. Right, you know what I'm going to do, fam? Although I don't want to miss a sort of into it here with David Bruce. It's not connecting with my soul, what you are saying, brother. Well, then there's a problem with your soul. Because I speak but the truth, my man. There's a belief there, brother. That there's a conviction that you've formed that is not true, because I've spent years on this stuff, my man. I promise you there is no world existing from its own side. I absolutely promise you that. But we'll leave it there. We can beg to differ, but I absolutely will lay my life on that fact. Right. Fam, just enjoy chatting some shit, you know, have a good time. I know I've missed a shit ton of stuff. But it looks like you're all having a good time, ain't you? Good. I'm going to go and have a fag. And then hopefully some people jump up and we get on a Babble box call. How about that? See you in a bit, fam. Yo! Hello, everyone. I'm back. Mind of Andy is in the house. Hey, Mind of Andy, are you sort of ready to show your hair? Oh, hang on. I can't hear you yet. Yo! How's everyone doing in the chat? Have I missed anything? Right, let's get Mind of Andy up. Right, let's see Mind of Andy's hairdo. Everyone, shall we? Let's see Mind of Andy. Did you say you got a wig?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, let's do this. There you are. Yo.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Hold on, let me close my door.
Okay. What you up
My
to,
dogs
man?
came in. What?
Oh,
Yeah.
doggies. What is that? Oh, hang on. Let me fix the thing. Hang on. Yo, let's see the wig then. So, shall I put your full view? Should we check this out, everyone? Do you mind? Or is that freaky? That is really realistic, actually. Solo layout.
Yeah.
Yo, what did you make that?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god. So that's like for cancer victims and things like that?
Yeah. And it was the first wig that me and my friend ever made, too.
Dude, all from one head of hair, kind of.
Yeah.
That's fucking realistic, man. That's brilliant. Yo, that's amazing. You never know, right?
Yeah.
It's so
I
clever.
was just like, I haven't gotten a chance to post it on my YouTube yet. But normally it would take like 4 hours to make one, and it only took me and my friend an hour and a half to make.
Dude, can you make me one if I ever need one? Just saying.
Yeah.
Yo. Do you know what? For the zombie apocalypse, I'm going to get you in my team just in case I experience some male pattern baldness from the stress of it all. Alright?
Okay.
Because I want to look good for the zombie apocalypse, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I was just surprised on how it came out.
That's fucking awesome. Dude. Well, what does everyone think? Oh, well, Dylan Lee likes the wig. Hello, Dylan Lee. Dylan Lee. Don't know how to say that. Sophia says, what you saying? The Bat Rescue would have made a great video. I'd like to hear the noise it made. Yes, Dragon Sage. Let's hear the bat. Can we hear the bat? In fact, can we have a Babble box with a bat? Because that's just fun. Can we do that? Well, Mind of Andy,
That
do you
would
want
be amazing.
It would be pretty fucking awesome. What do you want to do then, Mind of Andy? Should we do a Babble box? What should we do? What do you want to do?
I don't mind what we do.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Right, do I have any wigs? No, but I have hair. I have just normal hair. There you go. Real.
Me too.
Totally
under
real.
this, but it's a mess.
Oh yeah? Well, yours is...
Yeah.
Is yours short normally, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, it's amazing what the hair does. Totally changes someone's look, doesn't it? Can you put it behind your ears? Like, let's see it behind the ears.
Yeah.
Yo, that is amazing. Have you tried? Well, I don't suppose you tried any like bobs and hair do's with it, but you could probably do it.
All I've done is just like put it back in a hair tie.
Awesome, fucking awesome. Were you donning some leather pants on Facebook the other day, by the way? I'm pretty sure you were.
Yeah, that was new pants I bought for school.
That's for school. What school
Yeah.
did you go to? A BDSM school? What the?
No. I would, but no.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you fucking
Yeah.
would. The youth today, people. The youth today. There you go. There's probably a school like that in California. Just saying.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, Mind of Andy, well, shall we do a Babble box since you're here? Because, you know, there's been no takers so far, so it'd be good to do one,
I
right?
know.
All right, should we do one then?
We can...
Well, you want to just hang out and chat for a bit. All right, well, you can just keep the show going until someone's brave enough to jump on. How about that then? Shout to anyone says, looks great. Brandy needs a merkin too. Can you make a merkin for Brandy? Do you know what one is? Do I have to explain it to you? Okay,
I don't know what that is.
It's apparently, in fact, shall I look up an official definition so I don't butcher it? But here we go. I do basically know what one is, but a merkin. A merkin is a pubic wig, especially for women. It is placed over the genitals to simulate pubic hair and to keep the private parts from full exposure. There you go, Mind of Andy.
I mean, if I trimmed her hair, like if I cut her hair some, I probably wouldn't be able to make one. Because she has some long hair.
Well, I think she wants to braid her merkin, though, to be fair. So I think
yeah, with how long my aunt's hair is, could cut some of that off. Put it in a little braid. Sorry, Aunt Brandy, but...
yeah. Second part, then what the fuck has Brandy got, Michael? I prove you nothing, Uncle Fester. What? For what? Christmas? What do you mean? A large merkin would do your head saggy. Why, has Saggy got a little head? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. I've got a small cranium in a sense. Like, I've actually got sort of a smaller head in a way.
So do I.
Yeah. I just hope I keep hair, or I'm just going to stay good friends with Mind of Andy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So yeah, the mannequin that we did the wig on had a small head. We just had to stretch it out a bit with the hair dryer.
Okay.
Just to make it fit my head. So I wore it 8 hours yesterday, 4 hours on Tuesday, and about, so far, 30 minutes today.
To what? To fit the head? Oh no, to make it. You have to make it on a head. Is that what you're saying?
We made it on a fake head, a mannequin head, but just a fake head.
Why did you have to wear it all that time?
Well, I wore it because I liked it and the color of it, and plus it reminds me of when I had long hair.
Nice.
So my hair isn't long anymore.
Got you. So you actually, one of the perks of this is you get to keep the wig.
Yeah.
So just so everyone knows, what is it you're studying in terms of the hair dressing course or whatever it's called? What's the name?
So I am in cosmetology school. For people who don't know who that is, it's for hair, makeup, and then there's a section of what people do for skincare, like for facials, to get like a face massage and everything. And then there's a nail tech program, which is a nail technician, and that you like go to a nail salon and get your nails done.
Nice.
But I'm in the part that for the hair.
That's all. Well, Michael's asking a good question. Where did the hair come from? Did you actually? How did you get it?
The hair comes from Asia, Europe, India, and somewhere else.
Different places. It's all different hair.
Yeah, because the Indian culture will actually shave off their hair and put it in little bundles and ship it to the U.S. But the most expensive hair is actually European hair.
Wow. White supremacy, just saying. Yeah. Wow, isn't that mad? So, but is that one consistent head of hair, or are you saying it's made a different sort of
This
hairs?
is one consistent head of hair.
So that's one person's hair?
I would probably say yes.
Because it's long, man. It's fucking long. So that's dedication.
So it was 18 inches, but then me and my friend dry cut it without wetting the hair, and now it's down to 16 inches.
Okay.
Which is still long.
I mean, it's still really long, yeah. It takes people ages to grow it that long. I'm surprised that it's so long. Amazing. Graveyard hair is 100% profit. Wow, Michael. Indeed. Well, actually, I do wonder how many... Who knew that was a whole market? I just never thought of it long and hard.
I knew about, human hair wigs and, synthetic hair, but I never knew where it came from until the beginning of this week.
That's amazing. Yeah, well, I've seen the sort of, the fake hair, like the, I don't know, plastic fiber sort of hair or whatever it is that they do. And it just doesn't look as real, but yeah. Hell21 says, my hair used to come from Russia. F you, Putin. F you, Putin.
Yeah.
Oh, like, what do you call it, Hell? What do you call it? Extensions, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Hell is into, or did a course similar to the, what do you call it, cosmetology or something?
Yes.
Pretty sure she's done something similar to that. Yeah. LOP, but it's dyed. Southeast Asians have black hair. Is that what you said? Southeast Asian, or it's probably more northern.
I'm not sure. They said Asia. So.
Okay. Man, imagine. So that's probably come from a gulag, hasn't it? It's probably come from a prison camp of a bunch of people that, a bunch of dissidents. You're probably wearing a bunch of Chinese dissidents' hair right now. They got slaughtered. And but you know, at least
it still looks good.
It's Uyghur hair. It's Uyghur hair. You probably don't know what that means, but anyway, there's been a sort of alleged genocide of the Uyghur population in China. So some people say, and organ harvesting and all sorts of horrible things. But dude, human trafficking for sexy wigs. Human trafficking for sexy wigs. Who knew? Mr. Paul wants a wig made of gorilla hair. Gorilla ass hair. Oh my god. Actually, mind of Andy, you could probably put together a pretty good fake Bigfoot costume now, couldn't you? I'm just saying.
Probably.
I think you could. Well, let's do this, mind of Andy. This is what I'm feeling, just to sort of get the show rolling. Let's do a Babble box, me and you. Let's do it, and then, you know, let's see if it inspires anyone else to do one. Which one do you want out of the three? You've done them all, I think, or I think you have. Most of them.
I believe I did all three of them.
I don't know. You've definitely done the red light district, because remember that you saying that was your favourite. I think you did the beach, but I don't know. Did you?
I don't think so. I know I've done the train.
You definitely did the train, and maybe
I've done the actual phone booth.
The original one?
Yeah. Then
let's do the beach together, shall we?
Yeah.
Alright everybody, we're going to do a Babble box, because that is what this show is called. It's called Babble box. So here you go. Let's see what we can do, fam. Bear with me, mind of Andy. Let me get it ready. Hang on. Right. Mind of Andy. Good to see you again. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Well, Mind of Andy's just been showing us all her wig that she made out of real human hair. And we're all very worried about where it might have come from. But it looks sexy, so that's the main thing. Go on, what do you want to talk about? Is there anything in particular you want to get into?
Oh, well, I know everybody was, like, in the chat was talking about God, you know.
About God? I mean, do you have any thoughts on that at all?
Well, I used to believe in God, like, a while back.
Yeah?
Like, before my brother passed away, but, like, now I'm kind of in the middle.
Okay, and by the way, let me just say this. I have just seen you, David Bruce, and Savage Paw. Bear with me, fam. I can't wait, but I've only just clocked you. So you said you used to believe in God before, but you don't anymore?
I'm, like, in the middle about it. Like, I do what I don't.
Well, let's put it this way. I mean, do you think where do you lean? Do you think we're some sort of random happenstance, like an accident or whatever, or do you think there's a sort of higher power, higher intelligence, or anything like that behind, you know, everything?
I mean, after my brother passed, I, like, still, like, believed in him.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, probably a couple months after, I really, like, started, like, not to believe in him. But for the past year now, I've been in the, like, middle of it. Like, do I believe? Like, do I not believe? I'm just kind of in the middle about it.
Well, let's put it a different way, because I don't even think of God as necessarily a him or her anymore. I see it as something that is absolute, is the fundamental foundation of the reality that seems to be appearing to us, right? And I do believe, or I believe I've been able to ascertain that we are one in nature and spirit with whatever that is, right? That's deathless, that's immortal, that's pristine, that's perfect, that is formless, whatever, all the things I'm always talking about. So, as it pertains to you, do you feel, how do you feel about the idea? Do you think you're merely mortal? Do you believe that your thoughts and mind are merely generated for a short period of time by the brain, as modern day sort of Western science says? Or do you think there's a sort of an awareness behind the mind that perhaps has a more divine, infinite nature? You see, they're sort of the essential two propositions. How do you feel about both of those?
I'm not really sure.
Let's put it this way. Do you believe consciousness is generated by the brain?
No, because I don't hear my conscience ever saying anything, so...
Hey, that's pretty deep. So what, there's a part of you that is the witness of all things that happen internally in your mind and externally in the so-called world, right?
Yeah.
There's something that you'd have to call you that is the awareness of all those things, right? So there's an experience, and you are the experiencer of that experience, right?
Yeah.
Right, and it's like, so what do you think the qualities are of the observer of mind? It's a deep question, mind Evander. Throwing it at you, but throwing you in the deep end at mind Evander, but what do you think? Like, let's put it this way: if form is a concept appearing only in the mind, being apprehended by the observer, then does the observer have form? Let's put it that way.
Probably.
Well, what makes you think probably? Because I would say not, because form is a concept. Form is just a concept that appears in mind, that we label as having solidity, location, size, weight, but it's all a sort of description of something that appears essentially only in mind. So if all form is a sort of an electrical signal being sort of, put back together in in a sort of meaningful way on the screen of the mind, let's say, in order that we can interpret it, or whatever, do you think that which observes so-called form has form?
No.
There you go. It's intuitive, isn't it? So you start to realize that what you are is quite profound. What you really are is the witness of experience itself, yet it has no form. Here's another thing. There is no object in the known universe that can see. Not even eyeballs can see. Lenses... Well, if you think about it, a lens, you can at least say the brain sees. That's the most you could say, is like the brain sees or the mind sees. But you need the meaningful interpretation of the input of light through a lens, an eyeball or a camera, in order for it to be able to say there's any seeing occur. Now, ultimately, if there is not the witness or the observer behind the interpretation by the brain of the inputs coming into the eyeball, let's say, in this case, you'd have to say that the observer and the observer alone has the ability to perceive. You see? So there's another quality of the observer that we're able to chase down, that it has no form and it has the unique ability to perceive consciousness itself, So what do you think if I asked you... You follow?
Yeah.
So, is that helpful in any way? Because rather than wondering if you believe in God or not, I think what we have to do is start to chase down what we are, start to understand what we are in order to find God. Because when you realize what you are, you realize that you are already unbounded, you're already beyond all suffering and things like that. If you have no form, you have no problems. If you have no form and you have no problems, then your nature is serene. There's a third quality we can describe the observer as having inherently or something, is its nature is serene. You know, and you're getting very close all of a sudden to describing something that resembles what many call heaven or God nature. So what do you think? Is that useful to you in any way, looking like that at yourself?
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate I've thrown you in the deep end here. You know what I mean, Mind of Andy? Like, this is, you know, I've spent years sort of looking at this sort of stuff, but I mean, what does that make you think? How do you want to respond? I don't know. We can talk about anything else.
Like, I do believe in heaven and hell because, like, you know, I believe that my brother's up in heaven, but
yes.
like, I'm still like, okay, like, so since my brother's up in heaven, should like I believe in God? Like, it's like that for me.
Right. Well, I'll say this about your brother from the way I look at things. Your brother's true nature is deathless, and your brother's true nature is heavenly, is tranquil, always happy, right? You ever notice, Mind of Andy, that there's a quiet bit of you, a silent bit of you, that's always serene and still, even when things are noisy, turbulent, scary? You ever notice there's a quiet bit of you that never changes?
Yeah.
We all know it. You know, when we're asked, we know it. And your brother, that is his true nature. So I would say, of course, he's in heaven, because he is the nature, the same one nature as heaven, or whatever you'd say. Like, is one in quality with what we describe as heaven. So, and then you ask, what about God? Well, if everything is made of tranquility, because everything that appears is an illusion, so there are no qualities other than the absolute qualities which we just described, serenity itself, then even pain and suffering is made of serenity. It's all a bit of an illusion. It's all a bit of the trick of the mind, you see. So you just found God. God is one with that. It's like God and heaven are one and the same kind of thing. God is the being. Heaven is his nature, or his or her or its nature. Mind of Andy, we've got 10 seconds left. Lovely speaking to you, really. And what do you want to say?
I don't know. Stop being pussies and join.
Stop being pussies and join, everyone. Yeah. There you go, fam. There you go. Thank you, Mind of Andy. That was fucking awesome. We have a follow-on call with David Bruce is up next, and then Savage Paw. Much respect to you people. Right, David Bruce, if you bear with me, sir. I'll just remove that. Right, I want to get into it with David Bruce because we were getting into it in the chat. Let's do this. I think we gotta go red light districts with David Bruce, don't we? I think. Right. Here you go, David Bruce. Actually, brother, can you press stop cam? Didn't we have a bit of trouble? There you go. All right, let's get David Bruce. We had a bit of trouble last time when the camera's rolling because I think there was a low bandwidth thing or something. Here you are, David Bruce. Bear with me, brother. I'm still getting this ready because it's been a while. David Bruce, nice to see you again, sir.
Nice to see you.
Right on. So we were getting into it in the chat. Should we keep getting into it? What's your position then? What's your points of contention with what I was saying?
Well, we can go as deep as we can get. I'm kind of high, so I don't know how much coherent addition I'm going to have to the conversation, but we'll give it a go.
Okay, so I have a sort of more Eastern perspective, which is that the world of form is an illusion. A superior illusion, no doubt, but it is an illusion. In other words, there is no world as it appears to us with physicality, location, space, time. There is no such world in existence other than our sort of apprehension of one. right? That's the point of contention. You say there is such a physical world, except that it is veiled in a kind of overlay, I suppose, of
Deception.
whatever, of distortions or whatever that our society may sort of place or wrap it up in, So, but we both agree with that bit of the equation. The bit of the equation we don't agree on is that there's a physical world. I suggest outside of its observation, there is no such physical world that exists from its own side. What do you say?
Okay, I have an example to refute your example.
Okay.
Right. I have too many cars. See.
Mm-hmm.
And my neighbors don't really care for me having so many cars.
All right.
And so they called the city on me. And since not all of my cars are running and moving, I have to remove them from my property.
Okay.
That's a physical thing that no one, I observed it. Apparently other people are observing it too.
Okay, so I think what you're laying out there then is, what I'm not claiming is that the world is inconsistent like in dreams. So I'm not claiming that there's no continuity between the location and position of objects.
But wait.
Go.
You can't say that because your theory is that the physicality doesn't exist.
Well, I can say that, and let me explain why. Grand Theft Auto, perfect example. We have computer games, don't we, that demonstrate continuity between location of objects in supposed time and space of that particular environment. So in other words, if I shoot at a particular angle, I might strike you in the computer game. It all functions. There is memory.
Right. But that is a two-dimensional representation.
Have you never
it mimics a three-dimensional representation?
Well, brother, have you never realized that?
Feel nothing in that.
Have you never? Yeah, but we're only a few bits of gear away from being able to feel in a computer game. But regardless, what you say about the two dimensions, have you never realized that the world is two-dimensional, brother? The mind is two-dimensional and ultimately one-dimensional. But have you never realized that there are no three dimensions? 3 dimensions require a passage through time in order to appreciate the various aspects of a supposed object. We live in a two-dimensional world.
Well, if you think of it in stop motion, yeah. But
we are
not in stop motion.
Well, actually, we are. All there seems to be is a moment at any given time, so-called time. There's a moment, this present moment. That's all there ever is, and then strung together through a sort of an effect of local memory, perhaps in the brain or whatever, and mind, and through the passage of time, we're able to supposedly navigate through a theoretical three-dimensional space. Well, that's all very much like stop motion, isn't it? That's very much like how computer games appear.
I don't know. See, I used to be of the opinion that all we ever had was right now.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of abandoning that because I think that all we have is forever.
Well, yeah, that's a beauty. Hey, I tend to agree with you, but if all you have is right now, then it's non-distinct from forever, because if what you are is presence itself, or the present moment itself, essentially, the observer of the present moment, you are like the needle head on a record. You are, as the observer, you are stationary, never move, never change. And I think we can agree on that much. All I'm saying to you is that the world, as we conceive of it, like a big physical world that we can move through in time and space, really is, I'm not saying there's incontinuity. I'm saying it absolutely functions, not like in a loose dream where things turn into other things. There are laws of physics at play there, but then there are laws of physics at play in Grand Theft Auto too. I'm just saying the world is very much like that. There is no tree but for the observation of one. There is no person but for the observation of one. There is no world but for the observation by mind of one.
Can I give you my theory of what I think's going on?
Yeah.
Right. I think this is kind of a ride, an amusement park ride that we signed up for. We picked out the body that we're going to have here, the experiences that we're going to have here, the misery, the wonders, the all of it. I think that we said, yeah, that's the ride that I want to take. That's the experience that I want to take away from this amusement park ride.
Well, Bill Hicks sort of posited a similar thing, and I like the sentiment in general, except to say the idea of a sort of willful decision being made by a being prior to embarking on such a ride.
Well, I think there's a catalog. I do. I think there's a picture book or something. They say,
yeah, go on.
And the thing is, you know, there are things that we have to. I think that this is kind of a test. That we have to have these experiences in order to be able to operate and comprehend on a higher level. Okay?
Sure.
So now, I want to experience the highest highs and the lowest lows to get the richest memory of this experience. Yeah?
Well, sure. Well, I mean, I'd say on that though, do you believe your true nature wants for nothing, is already pristine and perfect?
I'm not sure about that. I want for knowledge.
So you believe? Well, that's almost the Promethean kind of approach, isn't it? Almost, because you know, it's a fine line to tread. Look, I'd say you seem then to me, I'm seeing alluded to here. I'm Savage Paul. Would you forgive me if I do one secondary follow-on call with David Bruce, because I think it's too good. I just got to keep digging on this. But brother, let me say this to you. It seems to me you're alluding to a sort of conception of yourself as the being, which may not describe your true qualities as the being. So let's actually hear your description of the being, of your being, or your soul. Because you're almost describing an ego, something with conception and ideas and mind. We have not mind, in the absolute.
I don't know. I'm new here, so...
Okay. Well, see, there's an escape hatch for the ego in Christianity in a lot of traditions, but it seems to me that, look, what we're not is mind. You know, essentially, we are that which observes even mind, and mind is so subtle. We are not a neural network. You know, mind is essentially sort of the...
It's a machine that we're riding in.
Right, and the mind is one facet or aspect of that machine.
Right.
Yeah,
it's how the mechanics of neural synapses to make this physical machine work.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said. So beyond the mind, that will impute identity upon the car that you're driving because it's useful to do it, right? The body that you're in because it's handy for sense awareness, whatnot, or aside from the mind in its imputation or convictions it generates around your identity. And we're about to die, David Bruce. But what's such? I tell you what. Let's hold that thought. Yeah.
Right.
I'll see you on the other side. We're going to continue this thing.
Right.
Here we go. Right. Let's get right on another one, fam, because we have to. Let's do. Right, David Bruce. Let's continue it. So, aside from imputation by mind of such qualities as, or such convictions as you make decisions to come here and experience the ride for knowledge's sake, gathering knowledge's sake, what, aside from mind doing that, what are your qualities? What are the qualities of the observer of mind? Does it have will? Are you telling me that what you really have has will?
Oh. No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say that we're a leaf on the wind, and reactions coupled with experience.
Are you sure you're not the observer of the leaf and the wind?
Perhaps, I don't know.
Well, I would suggest that you are. I would suggest that what you are never moves. I would suggest that if you have... Let me ask you this. Do you think you have form?
Yeah.
What type of form? It'd have to be subtle form, at best.
Well, you're talking about my spirit being, whatever, soul.
Well, true self, let's say. True self.
I'm just talking about the car that I'm riding in.
Well, let's not talk about a car. Let's talk about you.
See, that's the thing is I've been looking for that guy all this time.
Is it a guy?
Well, I've been conditioned to think that it is.
Exactly, and the mind is having you chase your tail, as it did me for the longest time. Yeah, but in fact,
I've been looking outside for a long time, and I know that I got to look in.
Well, all you ever, yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose. If you're not the, would you concede, I think you already do, that you're not the body. You conceded essentially that you're not the mind or the sort of effects of the neural network or whatever, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
There's something separate from all that that's riding this train. Yeah. I believe.
Right. And what qualities would you be able to ascertain that it has? What are the qualities of this observer?
Curiosity. Curiosity is a big one.
Well, I'd argue, if you can forgive me for doing it, that curiosity is an effect of the mind, because are you saying that your true nature is curious? Because, well, maybe you are saying that.
Well, my true nature is an investigator to figure things out, what's making it tick.
Well, look, here's my contrary view on that is that mind is the investigator, but that mind sprung forth, whether it's on a universal scale or a local scale, although I would assume it was primarily the mind of God was the first thing in creation, actually. But it's theoretical, it's not real. And spontaneous, it sprung forth spontaneously, it was not any will behind it. But that, what's my point? That the mind... I sort of lost the thread there, but what we were talking about...
The mind is limited. It can only conceive so much.
I know what were you just saying? Remind me of the line that you just said to me before I got...
Shit, I'm high, dude. Really?
All right, what's my point? It was about curiosity. So I would say... the explorer, the investigator. I think mind investigates. I think mind sprung forth from consciousness spontaneously. I think consciousness is just so. Its true nature is just so. Does not want for anything. Does not need for anything. Mind sprung forth spontaneously, and mind became an investigator of possibilities. Right. This is how I see it. So, in which case, to impute the quality of curiosity or to want to investigate onto your true self might be a mistake, if you see what I mean. In other words, if anything, the game is to come back to our unperturbed state and drop all curiosities. Yeah. Because with curiosities, well, that is the point. The never-ending maze and fractal, and
I don't buy that. Then why start?
Great question. The why start is the wrong question when you understand how it started. When I say spontaneously, there was no purpose or deliberation or will behind it starting. It's just what consciousness does. It's just what comes forth out of consciousness, which is the theoretical exploration leading to theoretical mind. And theoretical spaces, and etc., etc. There is no will behind it. Therefore, there's no one to blame. There's no asking why. The why is because it just did.
See, you're covering too many topics for a high mind to stay on top of.
Well, look, you understand the word spontaneous, though, right? Like,
Right. Yeah.
right. So, can you appreciate that? Look, let's put it. Let me put it this way: the reason I know it's spontaneous is because the true nature of consciousness is it wants for nothing. So it doesn't suddenly. You'd have to generate mind before you generate curiosity enough to want to investigate something. So therefore, mind, you have to say, spontaneously arose out of consciousness that was just so minded its own business, being tranquil. And that mind sprung forth out of it spontaneously, and when it did, it got curious, it explored, it developed the simulation. You see, that's my explanation. That's my understanding.
That's deep.
It's so deep, brother.
Discovery.
So deep.
I love discovering things.
Right. Well, I want to discover my true nature, and I want to know what it really is, and I know it's already pristine, perfect, absolute, just as it is. It's the moment itself. For many different lines of inquiry, but go and look into self-inquiry. Another word for that is Advaita Vedanta. It's a practice, an Eastern practice, chasing down the qualities of the I, the illusory I that we sort of become attached to. It's getting to the bottom of the ego complex. Self-inquiry. That'll get you there.
Thanks.
You're most welcome, brother. Hey, what else do you want to sort of finish up on? We've got 3 minutes. Is there anything you want to say to everyone? I always love talking to you, by the way.
I just encourage everyone to try and shun as much negative vibration as you can and focus on the good stuff.
Well, right on. And there's no vibration like your true self, you know what I mean? There's like tranquility, like peace. I think, and we all have that bit of us that's quiet and peaceful, that's just the witness. And I think it's overlooked. I think if we ground there, we will be putting out good effects. You have to hand yourself back over, you know, it's almost like giving your will back to God almost. Hope that you're steered or that you unfold in a beneficial way, brother. That's how I see it.
I like that way of looking at it.
Yeah, we are an event unfolding, deterministic. Do you believe in free will?
Well, I would like to, but no, because...
Right, respect.
No.
Yeah. Well, if every thought...
We are reactionary from everything.
Right on. If every thought has a cause, there is no decision being made. It's you are
guided by something else.
Yeah, it's the unfolding of the universe, and you, as is the supposed world, you are an unfolding theoretical event existing in mind, the effects of which exist only in mind. And I don't mean like some sort of incongruent dream. I mean on the hard drive of the universe, universal mind. There are ones and zeros. There is consistency, like in a computer game. But yeah, your ultimate nature is you are one and the same with all manifestations. All manifestations are one and the same nature as you. There is only one nature, and it is tranquility itself. And when you crack that, all you bear witness to is tranquility. No more suffering. You're already beyond.
Now, back to the thought of free will, though, real quick, though.
Yes.
If you know the difference between right and wrong feels good, you know you shouldn't because it's the outcomes, but you do it anyway. Is that free will making those choices?
That's a there's a cause to the reason. There's a cause behind why you're biased to make that particular, to opt for the bad thing over the good thing in that particular moment. It is the perpetuation of tendencies, karma. As soon as you yield ownership or responsibility for what is unfolding as you, David, Bruce, then you are no longer, your decisions are no longer your responsibility. They are almost God's in a way. And actually, there then becomes no such thing as right and wrong in a very profound sense. But I know that sounds crazy, but it's all about intention. As long as your heart's in the right place, and all things that you do will hopefully be good works ultimately. Love you, brother. See you soon, yeah?
Cheers.
Respect. Yeah, that rocked. Well, we did it. We finished it. We drilled down. I'm very happy about it. That fucking rocked. Thank you, sir. Well, we have. I'm so glad about this, but bear with me. Savage Paw. Back-to-back calls this evening, fam. Awesome. Which one was? Oh, well, we already did the hooker one and that. I'm gonna have to go original on this. Which one was that now? Isn't it this one? This one, right. Bear with me, Saggy Paw. Saggy Paw having a little snooze, everybody. That's right. You just snooze away, Saggy.
Is that hivelessb?
This is... Oh shit, I fucked up, mate. Hang on. Bollocks. Bear with me. Savage Paw. Hello. This is hivelessb. How you doing?
Hello, hivelessb. This is Savage Paw. That's right, you heard. Savage Paw.
Are you here to destroy and defeat all of my enemies that keep trying to suicide bomb themselves in my fucking chat tonight?
They're all fucking muppets in that chat. Fucking Michael fucking Haywood. Fucking prick, I can't keep it up.
I honestly thought you were Michael for a second then, Saggy. How you doing, brother? It's so good to speak to you, mate. I loved your live stream the other day. Yeah, what are you up to?
Yeah, I was going to do another live stream tomorrow, but my mic's not working. I'm on my phone at the moment, so...
Well, you can try the phone.
Might go ahead. Yeah.
Well, listen, man, I was curious. How had you set that up, man? Because that didn't look like StreamYard. How are you doing that?
No, it was on OBS. So,
oh, mate.
Yeah, I tried StreamYard, but I couldn't get any videos on it. Didn't know how to do it at all.
I could talk you through. I mean, are you on Facebook? Like, we should.
Yeah.
I'll talk you through it all, but yeah, basically, yeah, I think you got to get the paid for version to get videos beyond a certain length uploaded to StreamYard. But I could certainly talk you through it all. But you nailed it with OBS, mate. To be fair, so jobs are good.
Yeah, I just couldn't. Do you know when you're doing it and you queue? Do you queue for the next bit to come on? I was just sitting there watching my own videos, going, "Oh, this is good."
Yeah, well, look,
just set it up.
Well, mate, look what I just did. I can't even get the phone booth graphic going properly. I'm rusty, mate. I'm rusty. So yeah, tomorrow you thinking of doing it, or you can't get it to go then?
Yeah, I'll have to check on my mic. I got the mic working in the end.
Good.
I found out what the issue was with it. And for some reason, when I went on to StreamYard on my PC just now, it wouldn't work at all. So I'm just doing it through my phone, but I have to check it out and see what's going on with it.
Right. Well, mate, is there anything you want to get into, like the music? You know, I've been working on the album and stuff. I'm trying to get it finished, mate, but guitar editing's a bit of a drag. But I know you don't have that problem. Yours is all sort of in the box electronic effects. But how do you put your songs together? Like, what's your approach?
They're all different, aren't they? You know, sort of chord progression. I mean, most of the stuff I do, it's from, you know, it's like when you've got sort of like a memory bank of just riffs and chord progressions and stuff like that. You know, I usually work off that. You know, just ideas, you know, from yesteryear, from God knows when.
Yeah.
So
what's your history then? So have you ever been in bands before?
Yeah. So I got some synths in about the late 80s, and used to send demo tapes off and stuff. No, nothing ever happened. And then I was about 26, I think, and I went into a band playing the bass guitar.
Nice.
Yeah, so kind of like that's my sort of instrument of choice, really, the bass guitar.
It's all about the bass, brother.
Yeah.
It's all about the bass. It is.
Yeah, so it's kind of got back into it, so got back into the synth just off that Chord Gadget. So when you said cheesy 80s, right?
yeah, it's in the blood. It's in the blood.
That's where it was coming from. It was basically like the last time I was, you know, playing keyboards. It was like all them kind of ideas, putting them down, and you're right, to be honest, and I'm really glad I ripped off your intro. It's the best thing I ever did.
Which tune, man, by the way? Which tune?
Joe, do you know your intro, right?
Right.
I listened to your intro about 20 times. Yes. I was going, you know, to learn the process. So it's like, what's he doing here? What's different? And I thought, it's the bloody tempo. He's got the tempo lower. So everything I was doing was like 120. So everything I do now is about 115.
Nice. I see what you're saying. Well,
Yeah.
there's a sort of groove that. So that's what you've taken from that, mate. I'd love to show you where I lifted it from myself. I told you a Conor McGregor training video that just had this dank music. There was that pattern. You know when you steal the pattern but not the riff. You know, you had that drum beat, and you had pretty much like, dun dun bum 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 bum. It was the way it was hitting. It was the same. So I sort of stole the rhythmic idea. Yeah, my man. But that's how it works. Like that's the best sort of inspiration.
Yeah,
brother. It's not my idea. You know, it's a perpetuation of good rhythms, and good ideas. Yeah, it's all. But yeah,
I always do that.
Well, I was going to say, where you at now? Have you ever looked into some of the sort of analog sort of synths and those sorts of technologies that are out at the moment? Some really good plugins for sort of old 70s sounding analog gear, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm using. I'm looking to get something else, to be honest. You know, something I can put plugins into, because it's getting a bit boring now. You know, just using that all the time.
Yeah, well, you've mastered it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you totally mastered it.
And it's just going sideways. Yeah.
Well, you can do it. It doesn't sound like you need anything else, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, that's sound design. Your production's very good, actually, mate. It's fucking fresh.
Oh, cheers.
It is, brother. It is. Where do you produce? How do you produce it? Like, how is it you're able to get it so crisp all in a Nintendo Switch? You got EQs and stuff?
No, it hasn't got nothing at all. It's just it's very, very basic. You know, the actual layout of it. It's got a basic there's sliders and stuff like that. They're really, really basic. You can't change the tone or nothing like that. You can change the synths. You know, the proper synths, really. They're just virtual synths. Yeah, but you can't really do much with it. It's just got reverb on it, and that's about it.
Mate, wouldn't it be good? I might have to do a fundraiser to get you a brand spanking new laptop then. How cool would that be? New technology for Saggy Paw fundraiser stream.
Yeah, we've got 12 pence.
Let's do
12
it.
pence so far.
Let's do it. Hey, Saggy, where's Shooter? Where the fuck's Shooter? Where's he go?
I don't know. I'm sure he was on my stream. I don't know.
Oh, he was. Yeah, he was on your stream and Brandy's. I hope I haven't scared him away.
Yeah.
Shooter, come back. I miss you and him getting into it, getting jealous about each other's girlfriends or boyfriends.
Yeah.
What do you want to get into? Is there anything you want to ask me, brother? Anything you want to say to me?
Yeah. Right, because we were commenting on. Do you remember when I did the intro when I ripped your tune off and wrote an intro for you?
Oh yeah. Right, let's do it.
Yeah, but I done you an intro, and look, it's not like your tune.
I know.
You made a comment, right, about.
Yes.
You said something about you like tunes which don't stay in the key.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
That's right. I said something like
you move around.
Saggy, you know, I might get you on a second call. Do you fancy hanging out with me a bit, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. Well, yeah, so I was saying, and I was sharing that with you as an artist. You knew the spirit in which I shared that with you in, right? It was just, I'm really interested in writing and stuff. I realized that if you break away from the key, like you don't just stay in a major key or a minor key, if you introduce weird notes, in other words, sort of secondary keys, like you might start off a progression within sort of 2 chords or 3 chords, and generate an expectation that you're in a particular key. But if you then break the rules and bring in a new key, it might be that it goes diminished, it might be that it goes whatever, or it might be an entirely different or complementary key. You suddenly give yourself more scope, more places to go for bridges, choruses. You suddenly have a wider palette for the chords that are allowed to be used because you've created a new set of rules for the song. You see?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. Well, how did that strike you? Did you get anything from that? Or what
I was trying to rip it off again. I was just I was meddling about with it, and I thought this isn't really working. I thought I'm just really just going up, into like, the key change.
Right.
Stand up with the key change.
Well,
I think I was just doing that basically. I was just wondering what you thought. I thought that's
perfect.
interesting.
I'm so glad because I can explain things so much better talking. I mean, like this is the perfect way to demonstrate it. Imagine you started out a progression that was like, let's say within 2 chords, within 2 chords, you can create an expectation. So I'm going to just turn the music down and say, imagine it was, I tell you what, let's hold out for the next call. Let's do that. But I'll demonstrate to you what I'm talking about. Hope everyone in the chat's enjoying this. Alexio Catan. Hello. Is Saggy Irish? Saggy is from... exciting. Saggy is from Liverpool. But I think there is theories that...
Yeah, the Republic of Liverpool.
The Republic of Liverpool, there you go. Northern Liverpool. It's from Northern Liverpool. Where they make all the bombs. The bombs. No. Jerry. Saggy, here you go. Just for you. Load of prostitutes in Windows. Okay?
Nice.
So what I was saying, all right, so here you go. So you can create an expectation, let's say, with 2 chords. Dum, 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 dum. Where do you think I'm going to go next? Dum, 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 dum,
dum, dum, dum.
Very good. See the way Saggy knew where I was going to go? What I do, Saggy, is create the expectation and break the expectation. So I go bum 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 dum dum dum. Go wherever. So that's what I'm saying. And what I've done, and that was a horrible little tune I just created, but you get the point. Or you then introduce you can go discordant on the third as well, like dum 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 dum. You see? Yeah. What it does is it creates way more places you can go melodically over the top, and the rules for where you can go in a bridge, because you've opened up the palette. That's what I was trying to say to you. It's really, really cool. You see? And that for me is the key. Think about all your favourite bands. They know that. They've just no one's ever articulated it. Everyone's doing that.
Right, so I'm going to be learning that process. That's my
right. So if you think about it, bro, and it's all about the riff, right? So that's where I'm at. It's all about the riff, the bed, the foundation. But yeah, if you what was the point I was about to make? Expectation. It's all about sleight of hand music. It's all about sleight of hand and creating expectations, and then exciting people by giving them what they didn't expect, but what they would have preferred. Give them not what they expect, but what they would have preferred. And the only way you can do that is to set up the rules so they think they know what they're going to get, and then give them something better. That's the key for me in music, all the music on a very foundational level, brother. And I approach all compositions like that. Tell you what else it does is it makes for way better melodies, like really far more interesting melodies. Because again, the melody starts like has to meander through a bit more of an interesting maze or space then. And you get to using some more interesting notes and things. And what I like about that is that it's a lot closer to the world or nature, isn't it? That you have a tree trying to grow straight, but then all of a sudden it grows in a mad way because, for some factor acting upon it, sort of thing. So in nature, there are rules, expectations, and then always the breaking of those rules and expectations. And it makes for compositions that resonate far closer to how nature is or reality is or the mind is. So
yeah,
that's how I'd get philosophical on it. So yeah, that's what I was trying to get at, but you can't really explain that very easily.
No, that's a good explanation actually.
Respect, yeah. I have thought.
I will
about
be looking
doing
into that.
Well, that is it. Yeah, I've never heard anyone articulate it, but brother, I spent years sticking in a key, understanding the rules. And then realizing it's far more interesting when you break it, an original sounding and things. Yeah. You can also create the expectation over the course of 3 chords or 4 chords, and if you're doing, you get the rest, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so talk to me, dude. What's the ideas? What other ideas you got? What you wanted to do with the rest of the year?
Absolutely nothing, to be honest. What I always do.
More
Go
live
to work.
streams. I hope.
Yeah, go to work.
Well, how is work, brother? I'm trying to get the career bit of my life sorted at the moment. I'm really focused on what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Oh, we'll talk about work. It's boring.
I know.
I'm off actually. I'm off for a week, so.
Holiday? Or
Yeah,
time
just time off. Just get away from it.
Oh, like this week or soon?
Yeah, from now.
Oh, perfect. So this actually worked out perfect timing, or by chance?
No, just by chance.
Perfect. Yay.
Yeah. So I did a stream because I think I told you ages ago. Actually, do you know what's weird as well? You know, you say ages ago on YouTube. It's like a few months ago, but it feels like years. It's like it's a bit weird.
I know. I've only done, dude. It's been thick. It's been full though, hasn't it? It's been what, 9 months or so since we've been doing this. Anniversary September.
Probably it is, yeah.
Anniversary September the 11th, by the way.
Yeah, it just feels like 5 years. So
I know, mate. Tell me about it, brother. Tell me about it.
I was talking about I said something, and you kind of like described me to myself from a comment.
Did I?
Right? Yeah. And I remember I was sitting in the bath. And I went, "What the fuck?"
What was the description?
I can't remember what you said. You just whistled around for about 10 minutes talking about me. And I said to you about I'm just really weird. I'm like a shy extrovert. It's like a weird thing. So the last Babble box that you did, I wouldn't go on it because I was really, really nervous. I'm quite nervous now, but okay, coping.
Good. I get nervous too, brother. Still, by the way. Yeah,
so I wouldn't do that. So I thought, what's the cure to this? I thought I'll just do it. I'll just do my own live stream. It's like,
no,
that's the cure.
Well done, man. Hey, brother, that's the fucking spirit. Guess what? I was a little nervy starting yesterday's stream. You know, I was just doing it to dust the cobwebs off and just whatever. I really wanted to do a Babble box, but it was too late. And anyway, I sort of forced myself to do it. The reason I did this one is because I was like, I want to nail it. You know what I mean? You know when you got that spirit where you like, rather than run away from it, like, oh, that was shit. You're like, fuck this. I'm going to do a better one tonight. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm sort of doing this in that same spirit, brother, and I respect that spirit. Well, just as well, mate, because that format is awesome. You know, like playing through the tunes, just fucking around. Really like the speech or the script that you started it off with. That was right up my street, brother. I could hear it was, you know what I mean. I just loved the humor of it and the
the madness.
I need to make them, brother. I want to be there. You know, I've had a bit of a fucking crazy few weeks, as you can imagine. But I keep going out, Sag. It's a bit bad, isn't it? I keep going out for a pint and shit and a boogie.
Yeah. If it floats your boat, you do it. Yeah.
It floats me boat, mate. It does. Well, actually, Sag, would you ever? I'd like to get you on an actual live stream, like just fucking around, just talking some shit with Michael and stuff.
Yeah.
At some point. Are you up for that?
I'm up for that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
We got to connect on Facebook, man. Let's do it. Find it. Can you find me?
Yeah, sure. I'll just make a Facebook account first of all.
I thought you had one. Yeah, well, mate, I only went back on it because Messenger's really fucking useful. Just talk, you know, like free phone calls and just chat box. It's pretty cool. But yeah, man, I'd love to collab. Would you ever collab with me?
Difficult, really.
It is, but. I suppose you could throw me a bass line, or I could throw you a bass. Oh, I could throw you a bass line, and you could build a tune around it. How about
that? Yeah, that'd be good.
All right.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
All right. What's people saying? Dragon Sage saying, I like the idea of lost songs, secret music. Well, I like what you were saying, actually, brother, about your old music that you've sort of been able to find a place for in this sort of electronic genre, the old riffs and things. I think that's really cool. I've done it myself.
Yeah. They're just always up there, though, aren't they? You know, just always in your head. It's like you write 3 songs and then you think, I'll just take... You can write 3 bland songs and then just take the best bits and make a brilliant song, you know, just from the little bits of the the other songs.
mate.
You know, all that stuff.
I've sort of stuck together enough disparate sections and said that's a song, that bit of song, and that bit of song, and that bit of song. Now that's a real song. I've stuck them together. I've done it. I've done it, brother. But yeah, man. Hey, let me ask you this, Saggy, really quickly. Like, I'm just curious. What's your take on the sort of deep stuff? You know, I get deep as a motherfucker. All that. Where are you at with that? Your head?
What was it? 40 seconds.
I know, mate. I know.
I kind of like. I'm all new to this. This has only been going on for me for 2 years. You know, that kind of. I remember just stand outside work on a break and look at the BBC website on the news, and thinking this is not the news.
Oh, so you're only just waking up proper, kind of last 2 years.
A couple of years, yeah.
All right, then.
I was just one of the sheep.
Hey, best. Yeah. You know how they think. You know how they think. They don't. This is the rule. Saggy Poo, I love you, brother. It's been awesome. See you soon, yeah.
No worries, yeah.
Yes, my man. We did it. We fucking did it. Me and Saggy Poo sitting in a phone booth. No, Michael. No, not that. Well, that was fun, wasn't it, fam? Yay! We fucking did it. I've been wanting to get on a call with Saggy for time. We actually nailed it. Yay! All right, let me say this. Let me go and have a cigarette. That was 3 back-to-back calls. That rocked. If anyone else wants to jump on, well done, Saggy. How was there? Nice. I'm definitely on the list. What list? My bucket list. You're just one of the things I want to do, David Bruce. Once upon a time. Ooh. Exactly, I Heart Fairies. By the way, I've just realised. Let me look again. I think I fucked up with which videos I'm playing. Yeah, I Heart Fairies. You know what I've fucking done? Like a moron. And I'm going to have to fix this when I come back. I use the old videos that don't have your emblem and that have Brandy's one that she didn't like. I picked the wrong ones because it's been a while. I've obviously put them in a different folder and picked the wrong ones, the old ones. But bear with me. I am with the band. You're backstage, I Heart Fairies. Careful. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Right, when I get back, I'm going to try and select the correct ones. So let me actually get rid of them. Right, I'm going to remove all those wrong phone boxes. Sorry. And hopefully get the right ones when I come back. But I'm going to go and fag everybody. Chill, have a good time, hang out in the chat, talk some shit. I'll see you in 5. Love you, fam. In a bit. Ooh, it's Uncle Bones. Uncle Bones. How dare you come in and disturb my cigarette time. Great show tonight, hivelessb. Well, I'm glad you're lurking. With your murking, Uncle Bones. Are you going to jump on? You can, you know, mate. But not right now, because I'm going to go and have a cigarette. But I think I might call next time we're about to watch an Esther Williams film. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough, but I do hope you do. I do hope you do. Right, I'm going now. Granddad. See you in a bit. Let's change it up, fam. Oh yeah. I think I need a bowl. Are you about to throw up? Me too. Yeah, I heard about that supermoon or whatever the fuck it was. Oh yeah.
hivelessb.
No, a bowl of smoking weed. Alright. Everyone having a good time? Good. Oh. Let's see. Right then, fam. What we saying? I'm gonna get this voice modulator too, where it's some dumb effects on my Stag mixing board. It's crap, by the way. But I can do
Megatron.
I can do that. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Although Michael prefers
Fagatron.
But you get the idea. Whoa! I'm in the bathroom, a really big bathroom. Echo. Right, stop fucking around. Do the live stream, B. What you on about? Right. That's what I was gonna do. Right, let me go and find where I've hidden the actual fucking Babble Box videos real quick. Bear with me. Where did I put them? Right, it's not there. Let's see. There we go.
Welcome aboard.
How is it now? Maybe it's those. That's what confused me. They're the ones. It's because I didn't label them. All right, let me take away some of these tags. I tagged the old ones, but not the new ones. So oh well. Right. There we go. Green, purple, yellow. Right, I think they're there. So now, I Heart Fairies, your logo that I promised to send you, and Sagipore, but anyway, I didn't, and I will. Is in there. My apologies. And Brandy's new logo as well. Right. Let's load them up. What's it called? Red Light District and Beach. There we go. Awesome. All right, I got all the new ones ready now. My bad. High school, college, and university dropout. I'm a society dropout, Dragon Sage. Well and truly. Don't need your fucking cult, motherfuckers. Segiport, mind of Randy, may God bless a huge pimple on your butt. One of them that really hurts when you sit down. That's very kind of you, Sagi. Uncle Bones, saggy paw, strain your juice through your teeth. It will filter out those short and curlies. You've been flossing with Brandy's Merkin again, Shaggy. And that too, Dragon Stage. Pop, smoke, the woo. That's who. Sophia, you're the magician. I see. I'm a magician. I don't know who you talk about, but I'm a magician of sorts. I'm a wizard. You are the... what was it you called yourself? I like that yesterday. Anyway, who wants up? Anyone want to come talk to me? What do you want to talk about, chat? You can steer this thing. We can get into whatever you want. You know the rules. You know how it goes. Oh, shit. hivelessb, your email response time... Oh, fuck. Have you actually sent me an... Right. My email, my hivelessb email is rubbish. And I haven't signed into hivelessb email for ages. I've got another one for my personal thing. I need to change it. I'm so sorry, I have first. Yeah. Sorry. Sign out of that. Damn it. There's no point in me even putting the email address up there, is there? I mean, you know what I mean? Right. What's it called? Hiveless. Basically, I have phrase, I've told you before, if I don't search for the person's name, the messages are hidden from me. Oh, and oh no, I thought Bradley Smith had sent me a new one there, but he hasn't. Let me switch. See, it's telling me that I haven't got any new emails, but I bet if I search your name then, unless you're just talking in general terms, there you are, and don't think you sent me any new ones though, have you? Oh shit, yes, send me icon, right. Why don't I just do it right now, man? Sorry everyone in chat, just fuck around. I did promise I Heart Ferris this. Where did I put it? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it right now. I'm going to have to find the fucker. Alright. Hey, I Heart Ferris. Okay, I will send you icon. Sorry. Oh, look, see? I have to do a search, and then it shows that you sent me an email. It doesn't just show me there's a new email. The hivelessb email is, I don't know, corrupted or something. So, rubbish. You're saying some interesting stuff, people. What up? Oh, Amish Car Insurance. Nice to see you. I have first puddle of mud. She hates me. Right, I think I know that song. Do the 5 LOP. Amish, beware the warm apple juice. Saggy Paw, Uncle Bones 2. May God bless you with a cough that turns into a fart in a public place. We've all been there. We've all done it. Dragon Sage loves PP. The earth is flat, folks. I tend to agree. Yeah, I got it out first. My bad. I blame Bill Gates. That's who I blame. Amish house business, Michael Hayward asks. Amish car insurance, Sky Clark. The Sky Clark, that's correct. For fuck's sake. Mr. Hugh in the house. Nice to see you, bro. Indeed, Dragon Stage, indeed. Michael Hayward, may God bless you festering balls. Oh, gods, very quick these days. Wow, indeed. Michael wished for that prayer, and it came all over his face. Amish car insurance, I am cutting the hay. Michael Hayward, is that a metaphor? You're welcome, I Heart Ferris. I will fucking do it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, later. How's your festering blue balls, Michael? Mind if Andy is curious. Cracky bloke. Welcome. Nothing like cutting the hay. Right. Mind of iHeartVery says, mind of Andy doing to the eye wash I go. Is that something disgusting? Pretty sure. First cut of hay. Hello? Hi, hivelessb. Yes. I see you, Amish. I love you. The hay must be cut, Michael Haywood. Mind of Andy. How's the brunette life feel? Be an interesting experiment, wouldn't it? Can you pick more people up as a blonde or a brunette? Has anyone done that test? Wouldn't that be interesting? Where's Brandy? Brandy, I don't know what Brandy's doing, but it'd be good to see her. I hope she jumps on a Babble box. Mr. Hughes says the warts on Michael's arse have hairs on them. I thought you were going to say they also have warts on them then for a second. That would be like a sort of a fractal of warts. Beware the Jabberwocky, LOP, indeed. Google moderator says, and I don't know if I could do this because it's been so fucking ages that I can't remember how to do it. But anyway, Google moderator.
Warning, I have fairies 82 emoji thing.
Oh, well, okay then. Ponytail girl fight, woohoo! I'm game. Can I feel? Film. I said film. Sunshine and all. Wood. Is that a real moderator? Yes. It takes over my brain every time it comes into the chat, and it's like it talks through me in a robot voice. It really happened. It happened. The Festa twins are holding up well. That's good to know, Michael. By a thread. By a Wolfian duct. I'm pretty sure that's the correct term. A festering one, though. Google moderator eye wash thing. Confused. I agree.
Warning, Michael Haywood, being yourself.
That's right, you have to act like a normal person. All hail Klaus Schwab. FU Google mod times 10. I agree. Woman. PPI wash. Oh! Well, it is a natural antibiotic, isn't it? It's got antibacterial qualities or something. It is a clean stuff. It's a clean fluid. That's correct. They are funny. That's right. If you haven't got any contact solution, stick it in piss, everyone. Hey, this is not medical advice, Susan Wojcicki. iHeartFairy said that. Allegedly. Joke. Moderate this. Exactly. LOP, there has been some abuse of emojis in this chat. Awesome. FU Amish. I think that's a mark of affection coming from hell. Just saying. Sign of affection. Whoa. iHeartFairy is getting into the occult, I see. You wish hell 21. LOP, the emojis are festering putrefaction. Wow, that's a good word. Measure it, Brandy. ex-CIA. My big ego and all, Amish. Haha, indeed. I became a nicer person after I got castrated. Did you know that? You guys know about Professor Bulwer Smythe? No. Elaborate, if you're allowed, please. The emoji might be above pay grade. Indeed, I have first. Ooh, a link. Ignore them. I'm just doing some satanic shit over here, just fucking around with some skulls and stuff. The fire. Emojis are a cult. Yeah, I've heard that theory. Sigils. Remember that? Sigils. There are theories out there. You know what?
Warning, I have fairies being mean to me.
Ooh. You have feelies now, Google moderator. Oh. No worries, Hobbs. Well, I don't know if you're around now, mate, but you're welcome to come on and do whatever you're doing. Although maybe you must be busy then, but no worries, brother. Warning. The mainframe has been breached. Guilty and sustained continual emoji magic. Right there. Hiveless has the best music. Well, look, I normally do with the Babble box like the... Oh, fuck yeah. I normally do with the... Actually, that's been quite loud for a time, hasn't it? But fuck it. I normally do for the Babble box the chill set, and that's what I was doing beforehand, but I've been digging this set recently.
I don't wanna cry.
Awesome. Anyway. Right. What we saying, fam? Can we share a cell Google jail? A cell in Google jail? Bagsy top bunk. 72 emojis, 72 seals of Solomon all match. Well, I've heard that. I looked into the theory. I thought it was a stretch in many ways, I'll be honest. I thought it was a bit of a stretch. Because some of them didn't look that much like them. But it did make me research sigils, that theory. That's why I know anything about sigils, that's all I'll say. Fifth wall breach. There are 72 emojis here. Don't know. I've heard the theory, like I said. That would be fucking mad, Michael. Dragon Sage, ha! We have a white supremacist in the chat. Oh no, an ex-scuba diver. Sorry. It's okay. It's okay. When the chat gets stagnant, it's not funny. Well, it's not stagnant right now. There you go. We're in a happening, fam. You know when it gets good? It's a happening. We all become part of a ceremony. Hopefully casting some good shit out there to counter the bullshit dark spells of the New World Order. Dragon Sage, the original set of Unicode emojis had 72 seals of Solomon for conjuring demons. Well, I didn't know they had smartphones during the Enlightenment. That's all I have to say about that. Wouldn't it, Mr. Hugh? Exactly. Roll the tape. A demon Amish Car Insurance says a demon chased me into the gas station today. It was weird. When you say demon, what do you mean? You're gonna have to unpack that, dude. Are you in the 5th season of Stranger Things? No spoilers, dude. Please. True that. True that. Right there. Well, I'm trying to supercharge the hivelessb hexagonal graphene oxide molecule sigil right down there in the corner over there. It's getting supercharged. Imagine all the sort of wonderful things I could get for... I don't really know how it works, though. Maybe if I make a t-shirt out of it. Ooh, that'd be good. Sophia, I would love to express my opinion, but I am of the light, so... You see the way you just beautifully pointed back to our true nature using spellcraft there, Sophia? See the way you countered the spells of all the misapprehensions about your our true nature by putting out that good spell? Well, I'm all about that too. That's very good. You are a true wizard, witch, magician, or whatever. I got away. Well, good. As long as you paid for the petrol, Amish. Right? Do Amish people have cars, by the way? Don't know. LOP, I never heard about this. The seal of God from the Bible has 48 letters, though. Right. Interesting. Is that at all related to that scene in Indiana Jones where he's trying to spell Jehovah? Remember? Is that anything to do with that? I don't know. In what language? In what language is my question. Professor Bulwer Smythe explains it well. What well? White supremacy is just reality. Well, I think Amish supremacy is where it's really at. Just saying. Sorry, I'm roasting some corn. What did I miss? we're getting into it, man. It's all happening. We've got beautiful, crazy, awesome opinions just flying at me, and I don't know, it's fun. Amish car insurance. Male supremacy is also not going anywhere. I know what you're doing there, Amish. I know what you're doing. Amish is claiming the white male is supreme. He's playing with you, fam. He understands woke culture, and he's countering the spells with humor, and I like it. Second part, Sophia, when you express your opinion, do you ever accidentally cough up some mouse bones? I do that all the time, man. I don't even eat mice, but it still happens. What's up with that? Dragon Sage, I am still waiting for white privilege to kick in. Yeah, me too. I'm pretty poor for a supreme dude. Where'd you cash that shit in? Roast marshmallows instead, David. Great advice. Color therapy. Justin Trudeau knows all about that. Don't ask about the blackface. I'm just saying. Only rarely saggy, says Sophia. About the mouse bones. Saggy paw pellets. Oh dear. Should have gone with the pellets there. Would have been funnier, indeed. Fire sea cow? Fire sea something. Spell counted, yes. Exactly. That's the trick. Oy vey, Hiveless figured me out. Yes, I did. Sophia Gnosis knowledge. Our true nature is beyond knowledge. The requirement of knowledge, isn't it? We're already perfect. We are in no need for knowledge. What was the point then? What was the point in the illusory manifestation of a theoretical world? It's a bit of fun, isn't it? It just happened. Don't worry about it. Warning, I Heart Fairies making Sagipur look like an ignorant ace. She's just suggesting a better punchline, that's all. Clean eye with gnosis piss of cow dung. Right? Something. I've probably got that wrong, but in the right ballpark. Amish supremacy is obvious, yes. Well, yeah, you know. I think the Amish are pretty awesome, to be fair. Who needs a TV anyway? That's all I've got to say about that. And healthcare. I love fairies. What the? Ryan Zaim Owl. Tartaria. Nest blocks. Mind control frequency. Microphone. Thought form. Sound vibration. Words. Spelling. Spells. Hypnosis. Hypnosis. Get it? Gnosis. Hip. So JLP really gay? Shake my head. Nah. Not at all. Not at all. I have no knowledge. Interesting phrasing. Neither do I, mind of Andy. No, none of us do. All knowledge is relative. What a sad way to live. I know, right? Sophia, true frequency. Tartaria. I've looked into Tartaria. It's interesting. The best kung fu is no kung fu. Kung flu. Any of you guys had mud floods? Indeed. Any of you guys had the kung flu? Have you? Is that bad? Are you allowed to say that? Probably not. Right. Who's going to come on Babblebox? Anyone want to chat to me or not? What do you want to do? Yes, hypnosis. Oh, right, that's good. Hypnosis. I like that. I heart first. See what you did. Only powerful if imbued with belief. The hypnotist has to draw you to place your conviction, your belief, your believe, become a lie, be lie, right? Be a lie, to become a lie, believe. That's why the path to truth is necessarily one of negation, not positing of positive concepts. Was that a bit wordy. Well, it's true. You will only discover what you are, your true qualities, by negating what you are not. You are not the world, you are not form, you are not the mind, you are not thoughts, you are not the body. What are you? So yeah, it's been a good one though, fam. I've been enjoying it. I've had a lot of fun. So glad I spoke to David Bruce again. So glad I spoke to Saggy Paw finally. And I love speaking to Mind of Andy forever and ever and ever. Amen. Because I think she's lovely and awesome. And I want a wig. Please. Resist hypnosis. I don't want anything to do with my sister's hip. Exactly. Right, have we come to a natural end? I don't think so, because the chat's still going. We're having fun, right? I'm pretty sure. June. Where? Indeed. Indeed. I'm going for a walk listening. Nice one, Dragon Sage. Respect, brother. You can jump on if you want to, mate, but that's up to you. Great show. Thank you, I Heart for us. I've enjoyed it a lot, yeah. I don't take credit for it, you know what I mean? I'm just part of it, really. I'm a willing participant. That is how I conceive of it. Even if I am the most important, no, only playing. Thank you, I Heart Ferris. That's very sweet. Hey, yeah, actually, could someone buy me a coffee, please? I make minus thousands of pounds for doing this. No, you guys aren't getting paid, so why should I? Exactly. It's a happening. No one gets paid for a happening. It's just awesome. For free. We don't talk about her. That's right, Mind of Andy. Thank you, Mind of Andy. Right on. LOP. Respect, walk. Are you talking to me? Walk on home, boy. Dragon Sage. Indeed. Thank you, Mind of Andy. Sorry, Mind of Andy. Yes, grovel at her feet now, Amish. How dare you? Amish knew exactly what Amish was doing there. And I found it funny. But stop it. Stop it. Great show. Be only sport by too many emojis of a blonde chick with a new wig. Maybe it's a brunette chick with a new wig. I don't know. Yeah, goddammit, LOP. Dragon Slayer says, LOP, lol, no, just going for an evening stroll. The sky's beautiful. Well, we're obviously 5 hours ahead of you guys, on average, and I had to walk to Moseley to get some American Spirit earlier, and it's first sort of ramble that I've been on all week, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, the weather was really nice. It was beautiful sort of evening, and I live in a really nice area, man. I'm very fortunate. I love it. Facilitant. I've never heard of that word, you know. Facilitant. Is that an actual word? Are you making up words? Alright, what does facilitant mean? Here, let's see. Damn it, no. Ugh. I don't want to agree to cookies, you bastards. Let me see. It took me to exactly the same place. Facilitant. Present participle of facilitar. French edit, participle edit, facilitant, present. That's helpful. That's French, is it? Whoa. What the fuck? Heck on. Dude, it just went on a new Fractal video. It's playing weird music. What the? How the? Why did it do that? That's so weird. Hadn't even finished the video. There you go. Man, glitching the fucking Matrix, man. It hadn't even finished that video and just some weird fucking other fractal thing came on with music. Susan fucking Wojcicki is fucking with me, I'm telling you. Vulgar display of power. A new level, indeed, Amish, indeed. Let's get fucking hostile. Well, look, skirting the edge is also usually where the funny is, you know what I mean? It's all about doing it in the right spirit, and who knows if you're doing it in the right spirit, mate, but I found it funny anyway. Let's get fucking hostile. Alright, let's throw down, everyone. Let's have a fight. Well, what do you want to get hostile about? Does anyone want to come and debate me? Does someone have an argument with me? Does someone want to fight me? If you want to get hostile, I'll do it. We'll have a bit of fun. We'll have a Royal Rumble. Right? Who wants to disagree with me? Who wants to have a go? Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. That's all I'm saying. Of confidence and power. Wait. Amish, yes. Cowboys from Hell. It's my favourite porno, actually. 21. Sad that Michael, though. Oh, Mr. Hugh. Cry me a fucking river. I liked a new level version where Phil sang with race power and white power. Lol. What? I'm totally confused. Primal Concrete Sledge. I Heart Fairies. I tried to make up a word that I felt sufficient. All right. Well, apparently it's there. I'm not going to look again, but seems like it might actually exist, kind of, in French. Chat hardcore. Hardcore what? Michael Hayward. This is the song of Unity. This one is called Primal Concrete Sledge. Right. Who wants to have an argument or a debate or a conversation or whatever? You facilitate our connection. Oh, facilitant. Oh, right. So it's a facilitator or... Yeah, you know, look, I think that's it. I'm the what you call it, sacrificial lamb, almost. Is that going a little bit too far? I'm the sacrificial lamb. Well, to be fair, though, I'm very much here in that spirit, you want to know the truth, yeah? Just needs a channel, doesn't it? A channel. I'll be the channel. I'll be the speaker. Ooh. Like a efficient something. Hybris in little old England, shaking my head. That's right. Well, this is where it all started, isn't it? Well, unless you believe biblical accounts, in which case it was down there somewhere. In the Middle East, North Africa, maybe. Enabler. Yes. Look, man, I'll be honest, right? Let me lay this out. I really want to counter the dark spells. You want to know the truth? I know I fuck around with it. I'm joking. Yeah, I know you are. I know you are, Susan Wojcicki.
I am here, hivelessb.
I wish you weren't. You're in my computer, Susan Wojcicki. You know full well you just fucked me up. Playing robot fractals. I want real fractals, not robot fractals. LP Michael Hayward Hiveless didn't get the Pantera references. No, I'm a bit dim, mate. Sometimes. All the time. Yeah, I want to counter the dark spells, man. I definitely want to fucking... You know, like the 100 monkey rule, right? There's no reason why we can't sort of be the channels for re-establishing everything good about our culture and other cultures. There's no reason why the sort of wisdom, the true wisdom about our true nature has to exist solely in the East, and the West solely the sort of the sort of rational so-called approach or something like that. You know, all things good in all cultures, we ought to re-establish them, combine them, find the truth, whatever's true about each culture, re-establish them in conversation and in community so that they become a norm. Because if the threshold for what we consider as normal conversation moves to a point where it's no longer cringe or frowned upon, to have bags of humor and speak on deep topics, that it's no longer just for the stoners to get deep, right? Take everything from stoner culture that's good, take everything from every culture that's good, and put your red coat on, Hiveless. Yes, I have been called a red coat before, it is true. Although I probably would have been not fighting for the redcoats in that particular war, I'm just saying, right? I know things. I heart fairies. What's that say? I eat fairies. Wow. Yeah, I know you do, Susan Wajiki. I know you do. I know all about your what would you call it? Robot lesbian lifestyle or something. Not that I've got anything against robots. Michael Hayward, Susan Yank, Mike Rank. Of course it does. Susan Guessway. You just reminded me of a Nirvana song that I'd like to send Susan Wajiki. Okay, Michael, I will just get my glasses so I can see. Go gadget glasses, Wajiki. Nice finger, my rectum. Nicely finger, my rectum. Is that a description of what you're doing, or what, or is that just what you're telling Susan Wajiki she could do? Plectrum. It's a beautiful word, isn't it? What word did? Oh, appen. Remember that, LOP? I was telling LOP about the word appen, the Northern British thing that you say in describing what happens to shit often. Appen. Shit happens. Michael Hayward, I painted it red. You don't need glasses. Why didn't you paint it phosphorus green or whatever colour phosphorus is? Why didn't you paint it glow in the dark, Michael? Paint it with glow in the dark paint. It would have been an idea. Right, 100 Monkeys, you know what I'm saying. Hiveless thoughts on psychedelics. Thoughts on psychedelics, I think they can absolutely disrupt the neural network and enough that you can peer through the veil. I also believe, though, I believe that they could aid certain meditations or downloads or revelations. Beyond that, I will say that the hypothalamus, I do believe, from personal experience, has the ability, once you've experienced a particular sort of drug trip through ingesting or whatnot, has the ability to recreate the molecules associated with that high through meditation, focus, concentration, belief. There are hypnotists that can make you feel drunk and this sort of thing. Have you ever, and I know this for a fact, have you ever had a dream where you smoke some weed and you actually get high? Happens all the time. I've done it. I was able through meditation to induce a mushroom trip, mimic a mushroom trip, even with the hallucinogenic eye effects, through concentration alone and belief. Self-hypnosis. Absolutely possible. Going into the sleep state, DMT, etc., you are able to, if you maintain mindfulness, you are able, I was talking about that last night, you are able to, well, see the sorts of evolving fractals associated with either an ayahuasca trip or something like that, or who knows if it's not peering through the veil and seeing what consciousness how consciousness itself abides, perhaps in an ever-evolving fractal of sorts, if you see what I mean. I don't know if anyone will get what I'm saying with that, but that was it felt like an insight when that happened. The English, huh? Well, look, I'm not all big on the English or anything like that, you know what I mean? I'm certainly not a supporter of the Crown fucking thing, or the empire. We've got part of the equation down, though. You know, there's a really good stock of good people once upon a time. You know, inventors. Many inventors came from this part of the world, and the Americas were sort of established through, or after some of the precepts established from the sort of rational approach during the Enlightenment or whatever. You know what I mean? We've got some parts of the equation, but yeah, I'm a big America-phile for sure. You've got a better constitution, you know. Ours should have been written down proper. Germany had it right. I don't know about that. That's why shit's so fucked. Right, I know what you're saying. Hey, look, Amish, I'm aware of alternative histories. I know in what way you mean that. And who knows? Although I'd suppose that he was also part of the establishment, playing a similar role that Putin is in pretending to be a savior of his people, let's put it that way, right? But I actually believe that he was. He had the bloodlines associated with being part of the establishment and all that, so you know what I'm saying. Susan, although, yeah, I don't think the narrative that we've understood in the West or how that thing actually played out is anywhere close to the reality. That's all I'll say. Susan Majiki, hello Mr. Hugh, have you still got that thong with the elephant trunk? Sorry, I've seen those. What sort of party would you don that at? A safari orgy? Yes. Dime time is good time. Dime time? What's that? Dine time is good time. And actually I'm getting hungry. David Bruce, Blue Line Gang are modern day redcoats. Never heard of them. Blue Line Gang. Huh. Blue Line Gang, you say. Wikipedia, here we go. Oh, right. I just come up with something, the thin blue line, as in the police. Is that a reference to the police? Well, I'm going to let you tell me then, because nothing's come up for that. R.I.P. Daryl Lance Abbott. I don't know who that is. I woke up and it's Saturday already. Screen name, it's really good to see you now. I just thought I'd do a Babble box on a Thursday because I want to maybe do other things on a Saturday. Like Boogie, to awesome fat tunes like this one. Amazing.
hivelessb.
Right. Nice to see you, screen name. You're welcome on. It's a Babble box, mate. You are welcome to jump on and have a conversation if you want to. Whoa, has the chat got way ahead of me? I've actually sort of lost my place in the chat, but anyway, I'm just going to pick it up from screen name. Is saying that's only because of the Freemasons that everyone shits on. But the Freemasons were absolutely captured by the Illuminati. I know I've said that before, but go and watch Wonderium. There's a channel called Wonderium. Go and look it up. Illuminati, Freemasons. They laid out perfectly. It was absolutely captured organisation. Benevolent once, but yeah, or in theory at least, but yeah, it's captured now. No doubt about it. Doesn't mean all Freemasons know that. I want to be like Mike. Which Mike? Police. Oh, you meant the police, right. Yeah, well, they're working for the fucking crown, essentially, aren't they? You know what I mean? Or the establishment. I agree. No way, big G high. I'm so fried right now. Well, everyone's fried. It's good, isn't it, that the... what did you call it again, I Heart Froze? The facilitant. It's good that the facilitant is not stoned or wasted, isn't it? It's probably the only reason this is able to work. I'm a finely tuned machine. A clear crystal. A clear crystal radio. Amish car insurance. It's 5 in the morning. In England, Hiveless needs sausages and blood pudding. Well, I do need sausages. Definitely don't want any, what do you call that again? Blood pudding. I can't remember the name of that. Anyway, it's 2:18 in the morning here, brother. Unless my... No, I'm pretty sure that's right. It's 2:18 here. America Eastern Time is... I think Amish is trying to throw me off the scent, even though I've pretty much intuited that he's in the UK. I think that's what that was. Nice move. Checkmate, motherfucker. And 32 ounces of tree. LOP, it's only 2:16 in England since it's 3 here. Amish car insurance. There you go. Nice people will fall for it, Amish, but I am awake now. I am awake to your ways and schemes. You in Spain, LOP? LOP is Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia, and I don't know what it's called these days. Mind Brandy, say it ain't so. Aunt Brandy, she high. Everyone's high except me. Ireland, LOP. See, always pretends to be from America. Apparently Ireland now. Definitely UK then. That's what that means. Definitely UK. If he probably lives next door to me. He's probably in the same fucking block of flats as me. Everyone is in her. That sounds like a fun movie. Saggyport B, are you going to do a closed 2000 sub stream when you get around 995? Well, I definitely will do a cracked 1,000 stream. Yeah, I'll definitely do a cracked 1K stream or whatever. But I'm better doing it after the fact because they're just sort of, you never know when you're going to go over the thing. But yeah, man, I'm definitely going to... That's a big milestone, you know what I mean? That is a big milestone. So definitely, yeah. The nice thing is with the XXX stream that just... Honestly, let me go and check that out, man. You got to go back and watch that. Remember the XXX stream? My ideal girlfriend, Why Sex Sells? You should all go back and look at that because everyone who knew me then knew it was I won't call it that, but it was just a really clever little bit of spellcraft. Let's put it that way. And it fucking worked, man. And I've got... Here you go. Right, let me tell you, to give you the analytics on this. 390,072 views, right? But 390,000 views. 575 likes. It's just me lying on a fucking bed from a few months ago. Talking shit, basically. You know what I mean? Like, my normal streams only get... You know, on a good day, 300 views by day number 2 or something like that, or by the end of the week, you know? That's phenomenal, isn't it? What's my point? People sub to me, I think, through that video. So however that's attracting people, I keep getting random little subs that I'm just edging up without any work. And you know what it's like, Saggy, where you're just trying to fucking... It's... The new algorithms don't just help you grow channels unless you're really engaged and going places and trying to grift. Just don't let it happen. What's that, LOP? Ireland has the same time as England. Exactly. We're on to him, LOP. That's what I'm saying. Mind of Andy, no one is in me screen. Whoa. The police, I can't stand losing you. Okay. Black pudding, Saggy, thank you. That's what it's called. Blood pudding, black pudding. Oh, and that was probably Amish trying to use some spellcraft to try and get me to say the word black. Clever Amish, but I'm too stupid for that to work because I didn't know the word. hivelessb, like a designated driver. Yes, I'm a designated driver. And DJ. Just saying. I have go to work 9 p.m. here. This is your father speaking, screen name. Go to bed. Screen name's naturally rebellious. I was trying to use reverse psychology to make him stay. It's quite clever, wasn't it? Blood Puddle. 2018 CDT. Oh yeah, black pudding indeed. I am in Little Russia. Is that what they call Czechoslovakia then? Yeah, Little Russia. Ah. Right. Well, were they an extension? Was it an extension of the Soviet system or sort of communism there then, or something? I guess. Whatever. Oh, all right then. Just playing. Which is Czechoslovakia? Which is Czechoslovakia? That's right. Which beans and mushroom? Ah, with beans and mushrooms. See, I'm hungry now. Sorry, all. I'm cooking dinner for the ham. Everyone's just trying to make me hungry, aren't they? Still listening. No worries. I heart fairies. Do you know what I'm going to eat? Because I'm on a high-protein, low-carb diet. I'm going to eat 6 Cumberland sausages with brown sauce. HP brown sauce. If you don't know what that is, well, it's one of the few things that England is still good for, even though I think it stands for Houses of Parliament, which is a ridiculous thing to call your favourite sauce. But it's amazing. Anyway, Cumberland sausages are fucking awesome. And, I can't wait. Amish car insurance. Middle England looks like the Middle East because Church was so good and Hitler was so evil. Middle England looks like the Middle East because Churchill was so good and Hitler was so evil. Right, yeah. Well said, sir. I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah. Like I said, though, I do believe that he was probably part of the same establishment. It was a phony war to bring about a shift in the new world, in the world order at the time. You see what I'm saying? A bit like the Putin puppet. That's what I think. You know, I mean, they did hide him after all. Where is it, in Argentina? Allegedly, he got out. It looks like. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. Trust the government, folks. Well, yes, indeed. I subbed, LP, I subbed because of the Enlightened Mank. He can... Well, let me tell you something about the Enlightened Mank, actually. I subbed because the Enlightened Mank, he commented on my video to sub to hivelessb, where is Mank? Let me tell you, brother, it's very sad this is, everyone. And, the Enlightened Mank, his channel has disappeared completely. It's like he's deleted his channel. Me and Brandy went on a bit of a quest to find him, and we'd all subbed. He's not on YouTube anymore. Enlightened Mank account is gone. Don't know if he lost it, don't know if it was taken from him, don't know what happened, but yeah, he's not on there. So I don't know if he's gone. I don't know if he reached the next level of enlightenment or something, just disappeared along with his YouTube account. Or if Susan Wojcicki is a robot asshole that stole his channel. But either way, he hasn't been back in some other form as far as I'm aware. So, don't know. He has been one to take breaks from YouTube and stuff like that. So, who knows, man? We all don't know what's going on in each other's lives, do we? And I wasn't always in the chat box culture sort of thing, you know. I was sort of late to it in a way. Sagipur, I Heart Fairies, thank God, a break from the emojis. Screen name 229. Just watched interview with the lady behind Science Hub, Alexandra something. She a true pirate in the sense by she wants to share all knowledge for free. Basically wants to create hive oneness with tech. Well, I'm all for the sort of what do you call it? What do you call shared tech? What's that? What's the platform for that called? What they call that? It's called you know, where there's no patents on it and stuff like that. Like GIMP is a free version of Photoshop. I can't remember what you call that, but yeah, I'm all for crowdsourced, isn't it? Like crowdsourced tech. All for it, man. All for it. I know it's resembles a little bit something close to sort of socialism or something like that, but it doesn't mean that all forms of kindness or sharing are wrong just because socialism is evil. You know what I mean? Hive knows me so well it worked. What worked? I must have missed something there, screen name. What ifs? Fish and chips. Ah, Mr. Hugh did that just to annoy me and make me hungry. I know it. UK A1. What does it mean, Michael? Mike. Screen name. Mank is rallying people for continents being giant buildings. Yes. Well, he was at least. The fam no ham. Yes, I know you meant fam. Now, I Heart Ferris. Who put the F so close to the H? That's all I'm saying. There is a G in the middle. Gam. LOP. Yeah, that sucks. I haven't seen him in a long time. I really like the Unlight, mate. Miss him. Did you look for the Ascended Mank? That's a good suggestion. Good suggestion. No ham for fam damn. That reminded me of a famous actor. Mank has knowledge. That's right, Mr. Hugh. He has the knowledge. Well said. Freeware. Yes, I think that's what I mean, isn't it? Freeware. Thank you, Sagapore. I think that's it, yeah. Freeware like Linux. Oh, really? Okay. That's why Dragon Stage was talking about Linux, was he, that time? Amish Car Insurance, I'm a National Socialist. Yeah. Like Jesus. Funny. Saved it with the like Jesus. Uncle Bones, missed you. Hello, Mr. Hugh, good to see you. It's good to see you, Uncle Bones, by the way. Does anyone else want to jump on, or shall I wrap it up, fam? I mean, what you feeling? I'm really happy to wrap it up. It's like 2:30 in the morning over here. I could eat. It's been a good one. Science Hub even has copywritten stuff. She is wanted and owes like millions. Wow, she's the real day technology Robin Hood. She's the freeware Robin Hood. She's the... I'm sure there's a good pun there somewhere. Anyone else want to come up, talk to me, or should we call it the end of the night? What do you want to do? Tell me your actual opinions. Everyone, just speak for yourself. What do you want to do? Does someone else want to jump on, or have we done it? Are we home? Shall I land the plane? Who else is live? What else is going on? Congressman Matt Gaetz is premiering now, apparently. Agent Orange Baby is live as well. Mogi and Monster is live. Wow, 28 minutes ago. Well, there you go. I forgot. That was clashing. Well, there's a lot of subs here that would probably like to be over there, and I didn't realise it clashed. My bad. Not too many, though. Some. Isn't it that right, Uncle Bones? But not everyone. There you go. Michael, stay safe. There you go. Mr. Hugh always knows how and when to call it. I'm going to call it the end of the night then, fam, yeah? If no one else expresses an interest by the end of this song, alright? If no one else comes up to talk to me or gets into some stuff, then I'll call it a night. Hope you've all had a good night, though. What about Brandy? Wasn't Brandy sort of half thinking of maybe jumping up, by the way? Do you know? Amish knows too. I'm guessing my comment got rejected. I don't know what you said then, if that's true. And indeed, Amish. Wake up. What, me or people in chat? You got me and people in chat because I'm losers. Exactly, not me because I'm not a loser. I'm not multiple losers. I'm only one loser. So he's talking about you, chat. Well, we've only got 12 people watching at this point in time. Although, I say only. I mean, what are you saying? Screen name. How about those James Webb pics? I don't know that. I don't know about that. Yeah, you hivelessb. Oi! Careful, Amish. I would banish you to my basement and we'll have lots of fun. Okay. Well, I am multiple losers, you're right. Do you know why I know that? Because we are all committee up there. There's not one of me. Healthy schizophrenia. That's what I call what I got. Oi. And then he's going to say they. Probably. Wow. The basement sounds fun. Am I into Brandy? You are invited too. What would Aunt Brandy think? Doesn't matter. Bring those leather slacks. We'll have some fun. Make me a whip made of human hair. My Brandy. I want only the best for Amish. Okay. Oggy, Amish, yeah? Oggy. Love you all in chat. Looking forward to the next go round. That's Michael's way of saying he wants to go to Mogs. I know what that means. Right. Fam, I love you all. It has been fun. I am going to wind it down. Alright. Got pictures of the farthest in space we've ever seen. Closest to the Big Bang, they say. I can guarantee you they are a nonsense screen name. But let's not argue about it. But, yeah, no. I promise. Fam, it's been fun, hasn't it? I'm going to see you in a bit. Probably going to just be fucking around on a weekend, having a bit of fun. I may return, who knows, on Sunday. I want to keep it kind of regular just to get over the hump of it now and just do random ones and talk some shit. But so hopefully see you very soon. That's all I'm saying. Miss Space Narrative, exactly. I sent you a message on Messenger. I know you did, mind of Andy. I've sort of glanced at it but not read it, if you see what I mean. So I will read it as soon as I finish this thing. It's a picture of something, lol. Look, man, anything they put out in NASA, brother, I'm telling you, it's all a spell. Just ask yourself, what would you expect to see? The endless reels of footage and of outer space if we actually could go up there and fuck around up there. All you see is some guys with spanners outside of the space station fixing some shit. Why? Because they have to compose an image for you. Everything you'd expect to see if it was being faked, you see, and everything you should expect to see or would expect to see if it were real, you do not. Okay? Promise. NASA are ultra fake. There you go. That's all you need to know. Sounds like an absolute. It's logic, it's Occam's razor, it's some conviction, but I'm always open to being shown that it's all, I don't know, made of something else, you know what I mean? Made of ice cream or something, you know? I didn't say it wasn't made of ice cream. Good night, y'all. Love you. Love y'all. Yeah, love you too, Mind of Andy. Love you, Screen Name. Love you, Sagapore. Love you, Uncle Bones. Love you, Michael Hayward. Love you, Brandy. Love you, Amish. Car Insurance. Love you, I Heart Fairies. Love you, Mr. Hugh. Love you, Screen Name. Love you, Sagapore. Love you all. And I could keep going. If I've left you out, then I obviously don't like you. Okay? No, that was lots of names. Love you, Hal21. Ooh, remember that one, didn't you, B? Snap out of it. Right. See you in a bit. How about that? Alright. Shit, I'm back. Why is it I always end on this tune these days? Yeah? Subconscious. Anyway. See you in a bit. See you soon.
Wanna cry.
Latest Bones. Love you, brother.